What up, y'all? This your boy Westside Willie, pilot of the Bebop, coming in. I'm just letting y'all know that we will be departing from Detroit very shortly. So everybody get in their seats, sit down, relax, and if there's any thickums on this flight, you're invited to the cockpit.
Bebop, we got it on lock. Check your wristwatch. Tick-tock, time for lift off. You hear the stars calling. Baby, come and hold me tight. Cause the sky's falling in deep space, writing these jams. All I need is Jordan, don't look back. It's a price on your head, and they'll double that pay. If you alive, not dead. These cats is new to these scenes and new to these walls. And when the shots start firing, they start to look for the door. Baby, don't get too close. I'm a cowboy. Wake up and see that I'm gone, I'm where the stars going. One thing I can say about life is that it's not born. And one thing I can say about us, we'll never stop hunting. I'm with my day ones, double shot, messing with my third eye. Brody wanna tag along, well we need a fourth mic, I plead the fifth. If the feds start catching up in space so long, I'm getting used to us suiting up with my day ones, double shot, messing with my third eye. Brody wanna tag along, well we need a fourth mic, I plead the fifth. If the feds start catching up in space so long, I'm getting used to us suiting up.
Welcome to Bebop Boys Podcast, where we talk about movies, anime, comic books, and all types of fly shit. Mic check 1 2 1 2. I fucked it up.
Nigga did all that shit out of order. What the fuck was that?
Sorry, my bad.
You're
What it do, baby boos?
what up in words?
Bitches and bros and non-binary hoes alike. Woo.
That's all I got.
That's all you got?
That's all I got. My brain is like JFK's all over the place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stop.
That's a fine one.
Stop disrespecting
H-O-D.
one of the greatest presidents that this great nation has ever known.
Greatest president to ever die. I don't know about all that.
There's a lot of that.
You're right. Bush is still alive. Bush is still alive. I don't know how many
We know
died.
Lana
he's
Del
one of
Rey.
them.
We were talking about Lana Del Rey earlier, and she has a
What?
Oh,
I was
ASAP Rocky.
Is that song by Lana Del Rey?
yeah.
H-O-T-T-O-G?
No, that's a Chaperone.
Oh.
She has a song called National Anthem.
Yeah, with
and her
A$AP
A$AP
Rocky.
Rocky. A$AP Rocky plays
JFK.
JFK in it. It's kind of cool.
Nice.
The one time I wish I was ASAP Rocky.
They did not complain about that race swap one bit.
Well, it was 15 years ago at this point.
No.
They wouldn't care that much.
That'd be crazy if
Also,
they did.
it was Lana Del Rey's first album, so like while she was like doing well, no one cared about her like we care about her now.
Yeah. It'd be crazy if they complained.
I don't care about her anymore, actually. Her music's not that good anymore.
I haven't
Hey.
heard anything in a while.
Big hater. Big hater shit.
But
It's giving hater vibes.
It's giving
it's giving
you
vibes.
just don't like women.
Yeah, Michael's the one who's not a feminist. Persia's the one who's not a feminist.
Y'all go.
I'm getting it. All right. This
Why
new
is
for
it
me.
so hard to call him by his stage name?
Because I've known him for thousands of years now.
That's not a fucking reason.
It is for me. I'm a creature of
This
habit.
fucking idiot just told you off air that he knew a bitch in elementary school
Yeah.
Yeah.
who transitioned as an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah. What does that mean? What's that?
So you knew her longer than me.
Yeah. Well, him.
Oh, yeah.
I knew him longer.
Stop the camera.
Got the cameras. Dead ass. Dead ass.
You better leave me alone. I got
Wind
these
it up.
on. You better leave me be. All right.
So funny.
I told y'all I'm about to make you. Don't call me. Don't.
You should do a swear jar. Like a.
Oh, that's a good idea. Make you niggas start paying for it.
I'm gonna do a swear jar too. Every time I get called the N-word.
I can stop
You
that
fucked
easily. You wouldn't get called it if you weren't one.
That's aggressive. I'm also proud. Anyway, how was everybody's weekend? Since there's only 3 of us on this episode.
It was a lyrical be pissed. Oh yeah, coming off Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Yep.
It's giving thanks. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
You weren't here, right? Last episode. Yeah, you were.
it was. It was us.
Yeah,
Me, you,
I
and
wasn't
that
here.
Colored boy.
And that colored boy, the darky.
Me.
Yeah, it was. So my friend Mitch was here in town, so we played around for a little bit.
Mitch
Shout out to
gave me
Mitch.
some skincare sauce.
Y'all
Gay
were
niggas
so
got
funny.
gay niggas got good ass skincare routines, bro.
I don't know why
Bro.
you talked him up. You just like, ooh,
Bro, that's my nigga, bro. Tell that nigga I said what up.
what up?
Bro,
Shout out to Mitch.
Shout outs Mitch, bro. Hey, bro. So Mitch came in with the skincare fleeking, boy. He came in, that nigga was
That
gleaming.
Roatia was Roatian.
And then I ended up going to one of my girl's friends like birthday dinner, and like there was a gay dude there with his boyfriend, and them niggas' skin was flawless. I was like, I was gonna ask him, but I didn't know him like that.
It's okay, you ask.
And I didn't have any
someone like.
Yeah, it was like because it was like 2 degrees of separation.
Okay.
So like, you know, I'm cool with my girl a little bit, and then I'm cool with her friend a little less than that. But you know, that's not enough to be like,
hey girl, what's your skin
hey bro,
routine?
what's your skin routine?
I don't have the patience for it. Like honestly, yeah, I've stayed the night over Mitch's house before. Yeah, it is very like.
Yeah.
I get up, put some water on my face, and brush these teeth, and keep moving. I got to sell drugs, do hair, and babysit all in the same house. I don't have time.
I've been I started doing it. I like it.
You like it?
I like it.
It's a good routine. If you have time to do it, I don't have time to do it.
You know what's funny too?
I moisturize when I shower. That's probably like in depth. When I shower, I do put like baby oil and lotion and
in the shower.
Not like after the shower.
When you
but
get
like,
out of the shower.
I have a shower routine, not necessarily my face routine.
No,
beard stuff.
What do you do with baby oil? What are you supposed to do with baby oil?
You baby oil first, then lotion.
Ask Diddy.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
You nasty niggas.
Diddy would know best.
Ruined oil for everybody.
Yeah, he
it's
killed
for moisturizing your skin.
I wonder what their stock was like.
I've never used baby oil for sex ever.
What can you do with baby oil?
Lube.
None of you have ever seen.
I've seen some videos where they just make you all shiny with it.
Y'all never seen National Lampoon Van Wilder?
No.
We're
uncultured.
Black.
Uncultured.
You're the white one.
Because we're black.
And I've seen black movies.
Yeah, but
I like to dip my toe everywhere.
You grew up with black friends.
And they grew up with me.
The white friends that I grew up with were showing me shit like Cry Wolf and American Pie.
American Pie is just like National Lampoon Van Wilder.
National Lampoon sounds old.
National Lampoon is old. It did originate a little bit older, but Van Wilder was with Ryan Reynolds and Tara Reid.
Never heard of it. Tara Reid was hot though.
Hilarious.
I've heard of it, but
he's about a guy who went to college but refused to graduate because he was too scared to move on in life. Because he was the king of college and everybody loved him there, and he was scared that he'd become irrelevant in real life.
Super senior, but college. Interesting.
Yeah. You pay for it.
That's the difference. Terrible.
His daddy was paying for it, his rich child.
Oh, okay.
But a good movie nonetheless.
No
a lot
love
to learn
from his
about
father, I'm guessing.
No, his father loved him a lot. Like he was great relationship. It's not a generic like white boy
drama.
Where's the drama? There's no trauma. It was just the guy who was at his peak and he was scared that he was going to lose peak.
This is a late 90s, early 2000s.
Early 2000s raunchy guy comedy type of movie.
I've seen it. I've seen clips of it, but I've never watched it.
What's that movie? What's that early 2000s raunchy movie? And it has that skinny dude in there that's gay. He came out.
Oh, you're talking about Road Trip.
Road Trip.
Okay.
Yeah, bro. Bro, this is how you know I fucking love music, bro. There is a fucking song in there. They remixed. Somebody did a cover of "Let It Whip," and I remember it from that movie. And that was the only thing I remember from that movie, other than
hilarious.
I've never seen Road Trip, but I do like Euro Trip.
They put like there was something about a waffle.
Brother and sister?
Yeah.
No, French toast, and then this guy like rubbed his dick on the French toast, and then gave it to the skinny guy, and the skinny guy ate it.
Yeah, in Van Wilder, they pranked the like the rich white kids who are like super rude. They pranked them because their dog had giant balls. So they had the dog come into donuts, and then they
Jesus Christ.
and then they sent a basket of donuts to the rich kids, and they were eating the donuts, and the cum is just dripping out of it. And at the bottom of the basket of donuts is just Polaroids of the dog jizzing into the donut. The movie would not be made today.
How did they get the dog to
They had
Jerking
someone
off the
jerk the dog off. The dog's balls were too big that floated in the bathtub. Great movie though. Highly recommend it. National Lampoon Van Wilder.
Stuff like that and Waiting are the reasons why I'm afraid to eat food.
Waiting is good too. I believe in that. Waiting is also with Ryan Reynolds. It's about the fast food industry.
Sounds like Ryan Reynolds has a lot of.
I've never been
food service
to
industry.
Food service people.
That has one of the best quotes in. There's a lot of really good quotes in that movie actually. In Waiting.
They
You're
were doing
cool,
that
you're
shit
cool,
even if
fuck
you
you.
weren't rude to the wait staff. They were just doing it for fun.
Dicks.
Yeah,
Terrible.
I do that with glasses.
Terrible.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, Ryan Reynolds was the king of raunchy comedies back in the day.
Yeah.
Then he moved on to rom-coms with Just Friends and The Proposal, stuff like that.
I remember the Amityville horror movie. That's why.
Oh yeah.
Daddy,
Was he?
please.
That was him?
That was him.
Okay.
Fuck is Amityville horror?
Amityville horror is
First of all, you never heard of Amityville horror?
Is that the
horror movie, like
Yeah.
about the haunted
also
house.
about a real
did they remake it?
Yeah,
They've
remade
remade it
several
a few times.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like mid 2000s, again, when Ryan Reynolds was like in his rom com era, and he was in that. And Wolf.
They also talk about it in The Conjuring too. Like the movie starts off at the Amityville house.
Yeah, I remember that.
Daddy, please.
Conjuring.
I just remember him being wet and naked.
Ryan Reynolds?
Yes.
He was wet and naked in a lot of movies.
Yeah, but in Amityville horror, it was really wet and really naked.
Yeah. I like Just Friends the most though. That's probably one of his best.
I like the proposal. That was funny.
I love the proposal mainly because of Betty White too.
Yeah.
When she was doing the Native American fucking dance around singing from the windows to the wall.
Yeah, I like that part. That part was funny as fuck.
She's so fucking funny. But I know I got Just Friends is just there's so many parts of that movie that are so fucking hilarious and iconic. It's A1.
Speaking of Betty White doing what she did bringing down the house with Queen Latifah and Steve Martin.
Oh my God.
I heard Negro.
Bro, what's his name? Eugene Levy.
Yeah.
Bro, my God.
Oh, Eugene Levy being a chocolate chaser.
Him in that movie.
Oh, hilarious.
Tell her I said.
I feel like he's played that role before.
A chocolate chaser?
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
No.
I feel like I've seen that before.
But it was hilarious.
Nevertheless. I don't remember that, but I remember seeing it.
That was my first. It was my second movie with Queen Latifah.
Shout out Betty White, because Betty White had a TV show and they canceled her TV show because she had a black guy on there.
Oh yeah, I remember that. She never played that. In the Golden Girls, they never played with the gay shit. They just always. She's always stood up.
Over, but there has always been. I think that sometimes people forget that, but there has always been like two sides to that. Like there's always been like very tolerant, accepting, understanding people, and then there's the opposite.
Yes.
But
it takes those people. It's unfortunately we have to rely on allies to.
Yeah, because they're not gonna listen to us.
They're not gonna listen to you. So unfortunately we have to.
You're not an ally. You call me my not name.
I identify as Black Puerto Rican. I had this up. I hope to God it was on there.
Oh my goodness.
I had this up.
You broke West, guys.
I hope.
Oh my God.
Man, I'm gonna feed you some eye boogers.
Why would you do that? That's fucking terrible. Don't fucking.
No.
You get pink eye.
I'm gonna wait till I wake up from a nap with some real good eye crusties. Just
okay, weekend.
Don't forget I have them Rengoku swords.
I got swords in my room
How
too.
did we even get on this subject?
I don't know.
Hitler.
Anyways, yes. So the weekend was fine.
Oh, cool.
We saw Mitch. I hung out with another friend who's baking situation. He's a cool guy.
I think said banging situation.
Baying.
Oh, baying, as in possible future.
Possible docking.
Possible docking.
I want to watch Perfect Blue.
I can't dock. Okay, I can't dock.
Well,
He can't either.
Okay, so I'm glad
you
your
guys are both
bang
undockable.
situation went well.
So yeah, we all hung out. It was nice. We got ramen after Thanksgiving. I love ramen. Shout out to Ema. And then I also worked like I always do.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving was bomb. I love my mom's cooking. Did y'all have Thanksgiving? Did y'all give the thanks?
Our family is too small, so my mom said she ain't cooking. So we went to Roger's Roost.
Never too small to cook.
At my family, apparently. It's just my mom, my grandma, me, my brother, and now my girl.
That's literally a whole dinner.
Yeah, no. My mom said, I'm not cooking for y'all.
No, my mom was like,
that's it. But I will entertain dessert, she said. I will entertain dessert. And then also buy us way too much dessert.
She would have cooked if I came.
No. She cooked way too much dessert. And she didn't even cook dessert. She bought dessert, but she bought too much dessert. There's 5 of us. She bought 12 bundt cakes, an apple pie, angel wings, cookies, pumpkin pie, and
What do white people make?
What?
What do white people
We
make?
make turkey.
But what else?
Mashed potatoes,
Shitty mac and cheese.
mac and cheese, depending on the white.
Well, depending
if it's
on
a
the
white from the south, usually pretty good mac and cheese. A white from the north, We'll think about
The
it.
breadcrumbs on top.
Cranberry sauce.
What's that casserole?
The
I don't like casserole.
nasty ass cranberry
Green bean
sauce.
casserole.
Cranberry
Stuffing.
stuffing.
Okay, so I like cranberry sauce, like the
Corn.
gel.
Yeah,
I don't like
so does
none of it.
It's
Kelsey.
all right.
I'm a
love
simple
it.
girl. I just like my mashed potatoes, my turkey, and my corn.
I miss my white grandma.
I'd honestly rather not have
She used
mashed
to make
potatoes.
green
I'd
bean
rather have
casserole.
like baked potatoes or like roasted potatoes
Love
or
baked
like anything but mashed potatoes. I don't like the texture.
Quick question while we're on the subject of baked potatoes. Are you supposed to eat the skin or just the inside of the
You can't eat the the skin.
I eat the skin.
You eat the skin?
As long as you clean the potato before you
Yeah.
cook
It
it.
rubs the lotion on the skin, or else it gets the hose again.
Yes, just like the baked potato.
Yeah.
The lotion
You
is
can't
butter.
eat the skin if you want. Like, you ever had potato skins?
Oh, I fucking love
I love potato
Ramthorne has the
skins.
best potato skins ever.
I love
That shit
I don't
was
know
the
why-
only thing that ever gave me heartburn.
I've had it
Potato
in my
skins
head.
give you
my
hearburn?
fucking
Everything gives me
God,
hearburn.
bro.
Cookies,
Oh,
water, you name it.
But that's
I'm
because it's fucking potatoes with cheese and bacon.
done. And sour cream
All
and
the
butter.
fat shit. And
I don't
little
like sour
fucking
cream,
puck.
but baby, you give me a potato skin, I'm sop it up with some sour cream.
Hell no. I'm sorry.
What about pierogi? You ever have a pierogi?
I just bought some pierogies today.
Pierogi?
Pierogies. Is pierogi singular?
It's just pierogi.
It's just pierogi?
Just like how vinyl is just vinyl.
Okay.
He just learned this.
No, I didn't. I learned it last year.
I bought some pierogi today.
Yeah. But do you use sour cream with it? Yeah. Okay, cool.
But as a dip though.
Well,
Not
no,
like
no.
when I get
Where did you
potato skins.
What kind of pierogi did you get?
I went to so today it was my mom had a doctor's appointment and my stepdad went with us to said doctor's appointment. After her doctor's appointment, we always go to this gourmet market over here, Papa Joe's. Because my mom's bougie and you just can't get fruit at a normal market. She wants to go to gourmet markets. So I went to Papa Joe's and got some pierogies from there.
But like what's in them?
Oh, just cheese, potato cheese.
Okay, cool. We will have to go to the Polish markets.
You're telling me about the one market on Mound?
Yes. They have the best pierogi. That buffalo chicken pierogi
that
is
sounds-
fire. They've got a Coney
Is
Island
it still
pierogi.
potato in the pierogi?
No.
No, it's just whatever.
Not all pierogi have potato. Like, so if you
Just a
want to
flavor.
have good Polish food, go to Marcus Bar and Grill on 26 in Van Dyke. It's a Polish restaurant. They've got pierogi as an appetizer. They use a real goat cheese. It's a sweeter cheese, but it's fucking delicious.
You don't go to Hamtramck at all?
No, I'm not going to the motherland of the Polish.
My situation lives there.
Yeah, I'm not going
And
to
I was
the
thinking
motherland of the
about,
Polish.
I was actually thinking about you the other day.
Oh, he must be a Caucasian.
How did you know?
He must
Hamtramck
be a
Polish.
white.
He's a Polish. So you're
No,
getting that
Hamtramck-
Polish kielbasa.
Hamtramck
no,
has
he's Jewish.
Yemeni people and fucking.
Yeah, his whole area is like Indian and
There's a
Arabic.
there's a lot of Bangladesh. There's a lot of
Redhead.
there's
brown
a lot of
people.
Yemenis. There's Somali.
Yeah.
There's a lot
Actually,
of
last time I went over there, I had cow bacon for the first time because they're halal.
Mhm.
I've never had cow bacon.
Beef bacon.
It was just,
Yeah.
it was like jerky.
I love
Yeah.
jerky.
It was
I
weird.
saw beef bacon today for
in
the first time.
Dearborn at the Jets when I used to work down there. You could get beef pepperoni instead.
Ooh.
Mhm.
That shit's good.
All the pizza places sell that.
Yeah, you know me.
You know, I made a significant change over the weekend.
What was that?
Well, it wasn't a significant change,
What
but
was it?
it was a change. I ate mashed potatoes. It's actually the third time I ate mashed potatoes.
What is with y'all and mashed potatoes?
I don't like
Love
potatoes.
mashed potatoes. What are you talking about?
I don't like potatoes.
No, but Wes said he doesn't like mashed
I
potatoes.
don't like the
either.
texture.
I don't like the texture either. But
These niggas is
Autistic ass.
autistic.
So-
Yeah.
The garlic mash is different.
no fucking mash is different. But except for recently, because I told you when I went to that wedding, they served like steak with mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
And I wasn't eating the mashed potatoes. And then the guy that was next to me was like, "You don't like mashed potatoes?" I was like, "No." He was like, "Man, I'm gonna fight you." And he was like, "Well, why don't you try this? Take your steak and dip it in the mashed potatoes and eat it like that." Game changer. Flipped everything.
You've never mixed your food before?
No,
This
I don't
is
do
all-
that.
I love mixing
Were
my
they the
food.
redskin?
But then that did it.
Mm.
And then so I ate that. What?
Were they redskin mashed potatoes?
I couldn't tell from that one. But then at Thanksgiving I did it again and my mom was like,
Oh no!
and then she fucking announced it to everybody in there.
eating.
And then all my sisters was like, "What?" And then because then I took the turkey and I was like, oh fuck, damn, bro.
It's a thing now.
And then my anniversary was on Friday. Well, it was on Thanksgiving, but we went out on Friday, and then I ate some of her mashed potatoes at the restaurant we went. So I'm eating mashed
What restaurant
potatoes.
y'all
now.
go to?
We went to
Dad.
Rochester Chop
potatoes.
House.
Oh, they got good mashed potatoes.
Where did you go?
Rochester Chop House.
Oh yeah, slay.
Yeah, she fucking
You
loves
better
that
lay
shit.
off the potatoes. You go get fat.
No, I would never just eat potatoes.
Hey,
And I only eat like a little bit of
I
it.
can't roll my stomach.
Just
that
enough
hurt.
to like, just a little, get a little dip on my chip.
I do love mashed potatoes. I do.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love Redskin mashed potatoes.
Oh yeah.
I love potatoes.
I made those for my girl and I never tasted them.
I love
But you thought you
potatoes.
cooking?
I made them taste
Those are the superior of the mashed potatoes. Usually they're a little bit chunky if they're made right. I
Sounds
like
a
it
little
that way.
Nazi-ish. The superior to potatoes.
Are so annoying.
Superior potato. Go.
I feel like a lot of people use the instant mashed potato, and I can't
That's
with those.
disgusting.
I ain't gonna lie to you. The Bob Evans instant mashed potato, very good.
No, you
Not-
lazy
not a
nigga.
bar
You go
the
boil
bar
your
for his
potatoes.
food is very low.
The bar
You go
for
boil
food
your
is super-
potatoes.
This nigga
You
bakes
cut them up.
frozen
boil.
meals.
I can't do
So,
that.
so
Actually, I'm lying because I'm a Trader Joe's whore.
No,
You know everything is frozen
I'm
at
talking
Trader
about.
Joe's.
I'm talking about Hungry Man.
Oh my
them
brother
bitches are
eats
fire.
that.
There's
Nigga,
a
no wonder you always have heartburn. You're eating fucking.
there's a
Yes!
hold on. There's a
You
specific
deserve
way.
it.
Hold on. There's a
Eating
specific way I
plastic.
eat it. There's a
You're
specific
too
way.
old
I
to
eat
be eating that shit.
it. Hell no, I ain't. I ain't never too old to stop
Eating the
eating
brownie
a
and
Hungry Man.
everything, bro.
I get the fried chicken. I save the brownie for last. And I eat it all in one bite. Fuck y'all.
For a while, we had three kid cuisines in there for a while.
Nigga, you are 30.
And I want my chicken nuggets. I don't care.
My
Never
age
got-
to get nuggies.
Hey, my age ain't got nothing to do with how I eat.
We're changing all the rules.
Oh, that's so funny.
You don't outgrow shit no more. You just do it for yourself instead of asking your parents.
Also, Hungry Man are very cheap meals. They taste delicious.
They are. That's a D.
You make them right. You put a lot of butter on that bitch. I
Well,
put
I'm
my
not-
own barbecue sauce sometimes. And I save the brownie for last, and I chug a glass of milk with it.
You bitch ass.
That makes me mad that you drink fucking whole milk. There's like a movement going on right now. People are drinking more whole milk all of a sudden. And I think it's just like the dairy companies fucking trying to push that shit because like,
Probably.
but that shit
That's
is,
them far righters.
it's so weird. Like, why are we the only mammal that gets their milk, gets their calcium nutrients from another fucking mammal?
'Cause that shit tastes
It's-
fucking
Because
good.
we're not
It's-
supposed to have
It's
it.
funny that like if you look at a lot of the foods that everybody eats so frequently, it was marketed to be like the whole food pyramid was a marketing
It's a
technique
marketing scheme.
for all the industries to be able to sell more of their food instead of actually going
And
by
which
what was
causes-
healthy.
And they wonder why, like, why are all these disease? Why everybody has high heart disease and high this and high that?
Gluten intolerance because they fucking genetically modified the fuck out of wheat.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about none of this.
Yo, y'all some bitch ass niggas. Y'all didn't even say happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
You literally make fun of me for being a slut. So, like, fuck your relationship.
I didn't make fun of you.
Be a
for,
hoe.
I didn't make fun of you for being a slut. I
You go
called
ride
you a
dick.
slut.
You
I
ride dick.
said slut.
Don't fall in love.
I said
Love is
slut.
imaginary.
That's not true.
You just said a possible bang situation.
It's possible.
You sound like someone who's been hurt.
You don't know my business.
You the one that hurt someone.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
No, I am the victim.
Oh,
That's what victims or non-victims always say. Narcissistic.
No, I am the
Attackers.
victim, but I just, I'm not a victim. You know what I'm
Why
saying?
you
Like,
laying
it's
on the
just,
couch? This ain't therapy.
you do
Hold on.
better.
nigga, put your feet down.
I'm so uncomfortable. I've been sitting in a car all day, nigga, driving around with my parents and shit. I can't, and then you want me to sit here
He
for an
comes
hour and a
and
half?
sits up, got
talk?
some legs on the couch.
Bitch, I'm tired.
I'm
the victim.
So what-
Right.
Now,
That looks so.
hold
I mean,
on.
that looks
This is actually
awful.
good because you have a white and black therapist, so you have two different outlooks on the situation.
Nigga, I am the nigga with the social work degree. What are you talking about?
Okay, and I'm a person who talks to the public every day, so I'm pretty much a therapist.
I understand philosophy deeply, so I can tie you.
So yeah,
I feel like
I-
therapy is not that
Yes,
hard.
I was hurt, but like instead of making myself a victim, I just slut it forward.
You just said
what I
you were
did.
a victim.
I just let it forward.
That's what I did.
But no, but like I'm just the type of person until I find someone worthy. I mean that it's not as pompous as that sounds. Until I find someone that's just worth the energy.
I feel because I found someone that was worth it before you. You said fuck my relationship. That ain't no friend shit.
Happy anniversary, Persia. Happy anniversary.
Wait till June comes around, nigga.
I hope you
Anti-gay month.
Wait till
for
June.
Persia.
Wait till June comes out. I just bought a nice red hat.
Damn.
Do you know that
we're Black MAGA?
Did I
now.
tell you guys that
Dark MAGA?
Darth?
That sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Right.
It does. That's probably
I'm
what.
gonna use my dark
Dark
maga
Maga.
in attack mode. Say something racist.
100,000 attack points.
No, that bitch got 200
Negative
attack points.
3,000 defense points.
Build a wall.
God.
I forgot what I was gonna say. Damn it.
I wore this shirt for you too.
I know I love that shirt. Where did you get it from?
Culture Kings.
Is that like a
I wore
It's
this
a
shirt
website.
for you as well.
Australian? Like my favorite singer, Kylie Minogue. I like both your shirts actually. Both of your shirts are dope. I didn't know those were devil fruits because I don't watch One Piece.
Come on and sing along.
Watching Nami walk for 3 episodes was I was done. The bitch just walk on that beach one more fucking time.
You better leave her alone.
Yeah, leave her alone.
Leave her alone.
Why is she shaped like a stick?
First of all,
That
she's
comes.
not stick.
That ties into something
Well,
that
she's
we're going to
shaped
talk
like
about
a stick
later.
and just like titties,
Yeah, just
Okay.
boobs. Like all the women characters are just like
It was
literal
99.
plank from fucking Ed and Eddie, and then like just titties out of nowhere. I was like,
Yep. Wolf. Yeah. You know
Except
what?
for the ugly
She's a
ones.
navigator.
I did watch a clip on Bon Clay recently,
real nigga.
Oh.
Real nigga.
and he
My thing-
said-
Damn.
Why can't you be more like Bon Clay?
I think I'm very Bon Clay actually. He
You gonna
said-
sacrifice yourself for the gang?
You don't know what I've done. I've sacrificed myself for you guys. I love you guys.
Oh, thanks.
I tell you guys I love you guys all the time.
Sacrifice myself for you too.
I get hate crimed online for you guys.
That's true. You do.
The fuck?
100% of
Nigga
it.
was like, he doesn't sound like he should be talking about rap. Rude. What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, but we jumped off the porch
Y'all
for that
niggas,
shit.
oh, did you see last night? Because I said I liked Ludacris when I was a kid. Him and Lear literally walks off the set.
I don't know who that is.
That was part of it.
You said
He was
He
my
was-
favorite.
you said he was your hear you out.
He was my hear me out.
He was yes, you
Y'all had like a hear me out as
I had just like a couple things.
He
for Hear Me
started
Out.
it. He
said
was
he
like,
was a
hear me
very
out.
crush. It was a crush of his.
Ludicrous.
I loved Ludacris. Ludacris could get it, and his music was dope for like that time.
oh.
Y'all some haters. Y'all just because y'all rappers and y'all just elitists.
Some call me
Let the
Ludacris.
hitty
Some
jiggle.
call me
Gonna
Mr.
be
Wiggles.
the bitty biggle, biggle, bitty biggle, biggle, like a mini bit. That was a rhyme
Like
scheme
you ain't
for the
let
whole
no
16
like you ain't
bars.
let no bitch shake her ass in your face to some Ludacris before.
Some
I've
call me
never done that.
Ludacris.
What year
Some
did that
call
song
me
come out?
Mr.
I was like
Wiggles.
a
Far
child.
from middles.
2006.
I don't stop until it jiggles.
He knows the lyrics. I don't know that. I just know.
Stop until it jiggles.
I just know the
Alex,
one with
don't
Trina.
stop till it tickles. Some
Don't
make
till
your
it
mouth
tickles.
dribble.
I just know the one
Shits
with
and
Trina.
giggles.
I
Did
know
it
the one
all
with
out of the pickle.
I know. I
What?
want my. I have my. What is it? I want my.
These are the lyrics?
I know the lyrics to
That's
like
a
one
different
Trina.
song.
They okay.
I want my leg wide, front and back, side to side, pussy wet, slip and slide.
Everything gonna be all right. That song was hard. And he snapped on that Missy song.
And run away, love.
But I'm taking it away. He gets it.
Yeah,
Nope. No.
You don't
Get
like
out.
Magic
Get out.
Man?
Get out of here with that. Get out. No.
I like Magic Bad.
Put your mic down.
No,
Put it down.
no.
It's nightmare right now. I'm straight and guess who calling Friday?
No, that one
snap.
Chef
He
Cook it
snapped
for
on
me.
that. He snapped. I gotta give credit where it's due. I give credit to Tyga where it's due. I give credit to Ludacris where it's due. You know, some
I
niggas.
can't like. While I like Tiger's stripper music, I cannot give
You-
you
You said
Tyga.
you just said that man's government.
Tiger. Yeah, Tiger.
R-E-R.
His name is
My bad.
Michael.
Tiger.
Oh.
I like his stripper music, but I cannot give you a lyric that like stands out.
I don't know who he is.
Niggas pretending to be me.
Yeah,
but that shit
Fuck a
don't
bitch
offend
in a
me.
Pico.
Coconut
Carlito.
juice.
Scarface. Al Pacino.
No,
Bambino.
that nigga snapped on that song with Big Sean. That was I gotta give him credit
No,
for
he had
that
a
one.
song with Big Sean.
Oh
I
my
love
god,
Big
it was on Detroit. It was on the first Detroit mixtape. That
Mhm.
nigga snapped, bro. But Luda snapped on that Missy song. Luda snapped on that. She
Sean.
put that sugar.
Y'all remember when he did the cipher one time and he was like the best cipher?
Oh no, that's not. No.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh no.
Possible.
That's not a thing.
He did a cipher
That's
some
not a
years
thing.
ago, and it was like the best one in the. Yes, look it up.
So what about this Bon Clay you watched?
So I watched it. It was when. That's what I was thinking about. So yeah, Blanc Clay. I don't know, something. I just decided to look up. I was bored at work and not paying attention to my. I work from home, so I'll just be like ADD, and sometimes when I get tired of looking at people's. My job can be very depressing sometimes. There's a lot of cancer shit.
Ooh.
A lot of. I authorize. So my job is authorize medical procedures, and sometimes I have to go.
Them bitches down.
So I have to go through medical records and stuff to prove the medical necessity of service. So much cancer.
Damn.
Take care of yourselves.
No. So what's up with Bon Clay?
Way to stop it.
I know, but just like woof, it's just a lot. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a break and just like YouTube sometimes and just go down a YouTube rabbit hole for like 20 minutes. And I don't know why Bon Clay came up in my head for some reason. I wasn't even watching One Piece, didn't care or whatever. I was just Bon Clay showed up, so I decided like Bon Clay clips, Bon Clay core or something. And the scene was Luffy was doing something and was trying to fight someone. And they thought Bon Clay was dead. And he was like, Clay-chan, you're alive. And he was like, us queers never die. I said,
That was at the prison.
I said, yes. That was it. That was the only
I
clip.
love Bon Clay, man.
I saw the English version and the Japanese version. The Japanese version was geese never die. Swans never die.
Yeah.
Swans never die. And then the real version was us queers never die. I said, yes.
Yeah, Bon Clay's a real ass nigga, bro.
For real.
Bon Clay, man.
But I hear he dies.
Bon Clay's getting tattooed on somewhere.
We don't know if he's dead.
Bon Clay, I will spoil it right now. Bon Clay is not dead.
Okay.
Spoiler
Yeah,
alert.
he's in.
They Oda in the manga shows a lot of the backstory
Yeah.
throughout covers and stuff. So like for example, like in the early manga episode or like mangas, Ace, you meet him in Alabasta for a second, and then stuff happens. But on the covers, you see what he gets into, and he ends up becoming a Marine for a second, and I forget why. It's fucking hilarious. But he does a bunch of stuff. Or like the villain in Skypiea, Enel, or however you say his name, you see where he goes after.
Okay.
Did he go to the
Sky
moon?
group.
Yeah, he's on the moon right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in the manga, after a while, they showed Bon Clay, and Bon Clay is now the queen of that level that Ivanka was
Impel
in.
Down. Yeah.
Yeah, but that level that no one knew about, Bon Clay is
Damn.
the ruler of that area right now. But they only showed the silhouette of Bon Clay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's kind of like, it was like a,
A tease.
yeah.
Okay. But yeah.
Bon
Why I
Clay
was
is
decided
fire.
to look up Bon Clay. Maybe I was just like looking. I don't know. Maybe I was looking up gay anime characters. I don't know, but Bon Clay showed up. And he's like, some of the clips were fun. They were hilarious. He's just wild as fuck.
Bon Clay's fan. But Bon Clay is like, once you're friends with Bon Clay, that's it.
Yes. He's a
That's-
solid.
That's a ride or die.
Y'all want to go into that one first, then, since we're on this?
Yeah, we
subject?
could. Yeah.
So, we're gonna talk about takes.
Oh,
Hot
bad
takes.
takes. Oh,
So, I'm not gonna lie. Originally the idea was to go through like react to some bad Reddit takes, but like when I was looking through these takes on mine was mostly the anime thread since that's my forte. But like, so I was looking, and a lot of what people were saying was like most of these shit was cooking, but I didn't go down far enough, I think, to find the bad shit.
Okay.
Like, 'cause, it ranks it by like the upvotes, and I didn't.
yeah,
get
you
that.
didn't see.
Yeah, I don't think I got low enough. Like, there was one that I disagreed with, but this one was actually interesting. It says people need to stop thinking anime or manga is a proper reflection of Japanese society.
Yeah.
You'll learn about Japanese society from anime like the Law and Order show will teach you about proper procedures of the U.S. judicial system.
Wolf.
That's a good
That's
point.
a good point.
That's a good ass point.
That reminds me of when Megan Thee Stallion went to started doing her little animes and Japanese stuff, and then
Yeah.
like when she was that Mamushi song, and people were saying like, actually I wouldn't say Matashi wa shita. Like Nigga, you don't speak Japanese. You speak it as a second. She was in the studio with a nigga who speaks the language.
Yes, teaching her.
Yeah. You don't shut up. Just because you watch fucking 1 million episodes of One Piece doesn't make you fluent in fucking Japanese.
Unless you used it to get fluent in Japanese. But that would be unless you used it to get fluent in Japanese, but that would be
that's besides the point.
But no, but like that is a good point cuz like, you know, cuz we've talked about that before with like the tropes and shit that we like are kind of that make us uncomfortable and like that kind of shit. And it's like because I've always questioned that, but especially with the kid shit. With the kid thing, because like when we watched, it was Erased. Erased was the one where I was like, what the fuck? Because for whatever reason, that one was the one that made me, bro, like, God. But I think that because that one isn't too like paranormal or like fantasy based.
Mm-hmm.
So I looked it up. Like it made me want to look up like what the fucking statute of limitations is, or like what like the pedophilia like is over there, and like it's everyone was like it's taboo here, like it's taboo anywhere else. Like,
and it's crazy because like considering how much they do talk about children or like allow the children, they let children just run wild over there. There's a lot of kids just like, you know, to go to school without the adults and everything. It's very
it's
like
a safe society.
Yes, it's very safe. That's crazy. Just like how wild some of it is. When you when you watch anime, then you go over there and it's like kind of conservative, but like very safe. But then you can get underwear out of a vending machine. It's crazy.
As you should be able to. You know how many times I shit my pants?
Or don't?
No, because I don't know if I don't want to plan on shitting my pants.
I think if you often do it, then you should plan ahead.
I don't anymore.
Ooh,
I don't anymore. I did shit my pants 3 times in one day, though. Watashi washa.
Clip. Yo, that's so funny.
That's one where you have to edit it to look crazy. Because like we got to put cricket sounds or some shit in there because that was pretty fucking bad. All right, so and under that one it says, just like in the West, anime is a version of their society that is hyper progressive, where everyone has 10 times as much spending money and where people are infinitely more assertive and expressive than they are in real life.
Could you repeat that again? I'm sorry.
Shit's fucking fake.
Niggas can't read. All right. It's just like in the West, anime is a version of their society that is hyper progressive, where everyone has 10 times as much spending money and where people are infinitely more assertive and expressive than they are in real life.
Oh, okay.
So like a kind of art imitates life kind of situation, but it's exaggerated, which makes sense.
You gotta be. You know how uninteresting it'd be to watch somebody broke.
Well, yeah, that's not always.
Shameless. Well, Naruto was always broke.
Shameless. They're broke. New Girl, they're broke.
But I mean, they thrive off being broke. Can you imagine how boring they'd be if they were rich? Actually, you're right. A lot of the shows that are good right now are because they're broke. Because Always Sunny.
Oh yeah,
they're broke. They're broke.
It's what you do with it.
Yeah, I think it's the creative levels.
Regular rich people aren't entertaining.
Yeah,
but it's weird that it's changed because if you think about it, in the 90s, they were all rich.
They were all rich.
Like Fresh Prince,
Sex in the City.
But
that one where that white guy adopted the little black boy.
What show?
Gary Coleman.
That was in the 90s.
80s.
70s.
What show is that?
I was watching that bitch with Fresh
You were
Prince.
watching reruns.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, I thought it was the same era.
Well,
Fresh
Gary
Prince
Coleman
is
was
a
a
poor
baby.
kid
I
that
remember
moved
that.
in
Yeah,
with
but
a
I can't
rich
remember
family,
what-
so that's
But still
different.
rich.
So he grew up poor, so he had the
Yeah, but it was about a rich family still. You know,
It was
what I'm saying?
about him moving in with his rich family.
But Always Sunny's only about the poor.
I'm actually okay. So wait, I'm actually curious what you guys think about this one. This was one where I was like, okay, because I could see where they're coming from, but at the same time, I'm like, I have a rebuttal. When a loser gets reincarnated or isekai'd into another world, they're still going to be a loser. There are so many anime where they instantly become a perfect, flawless person for no reason. I don't watch a lot of isekai
I don't
shit,
either, but like,
I've watched a couple, and Sword Art Online is one of them. But if I'm not mistaken, like at the beginning, like he worked hard to get what he had, like trained. And then Rising of the Shield Hero is another one. But again, they were like, they just took, it's not like a video game in Shield Hero, is it? I don't remember. Or is that a different dimension? I only watched season 1. I didn't watch season 2 and 3 yet. But they got, 4 nerds get transported to a different world.
Coolio.
And they only have, you pick the hero type. So you got like sword, arrow, spear, and shield. And he unfortunately got shield. And then they're like, how are you going to be on the offensive with that? Proves them wrong by the end of season 1. Fire also gets accused of R in episode 1.
Wolf.
He didn't do it, and he gets shunned by the entire village because of it.
Natural.
And then he proves that he didn't do it later on.
Fair.
And then so old girl and her dad, spoilers anyway, but old girl and her dad, because they conspired against him. It's a good show. Conspired.
Inspired.
Yeah.
I'm
They ended up
trying to teach you the word.
I know the word. I want to say conspired.
All right.
But no, I don't know. I don't think that's true, to be honest with you. Plus, also like that kind of fits with the actual stereotype, because you ever think about it. No offense to anybody out there, but like a lot of the nerd loser types in real life were really good at video games because that's all they did with their time.
Yeah, but isekai isn't always a video game.
That's what I'm basing it off of, is being.
But there's like,
like-
or
it's
like
like
that
into-
situation, you've heard the rumors like, niggas who are weird and all they do play video games, they'll like survive the apocalypse, the zombie apocalypse. It's like that reference. And really, I don't know.
Well, the only thing that I think about that, like I can see where they're coming from when they said that, but at the same time, like the only reason why I would disagree with that is because they are literally going to another world. So
And their rules
the
apply.
rules
like,
are different in another world.
like you'll be okay, but like
reincarnated with a slime, you're not a person anymore. Now you're a slime. So like,
Yeah, but I feel like because they've played so many video games, they have at least an idea of how that world is.
I will
run.
completely fail in like a Sonic game then, because like my knees and I don't run.
Not all of them are runners, bud. Not all of them are
like,
speed demons.
The only
can't
one I
glide.
could think of, like, because
I can't fly.
it was hard for me to get into like that, and then that kind of just I didn't watch any more in that vein. But like, and reincarnated as a slime. Well, like that's the thing. Like, so you get reincarnated as a different person, like your personality is really based off of like your experiences, like your life experiences. So if you wake up in another world and you have your mind, but you have a different form, or you have different abilities or different power, like you go from being like a nigga in New York to like a fucking like wizard in like another world, that's gonna change your personality. Like your personality will change, and then you'll probably be more confident because you have powers and you can do shit. So like I could see where they're coming from, kind of, but at the same time, I'm like, no, because the circumstances, you would change with the circumstances, I would think.
It just depends on who's writing the show.
Moral of the story.
That one I have to chalk it up to, because there's always the debate on who's stronger than who. Because like what you're saying makes complete sense. If you were to write that story, it would make sense for you. You know what I'm saying? So like the person who's writing the story is going to write it how they see it the best.
But that's what I'm saying. Like most anime, like what they're saying is that it's unrealistic that a person would be
It's unrealistic that it's happening in the first place.
Well, yeah, it's an anime.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So I think any thought of something being unrealistic should just be thrown out the fucking window at that point.
Yeah.
Especially like isekais.
Yeah.
Because like you're literally like you just blow Joe in Queens and then you get transported to like fairy tale wonderland. No.
This is another one.
Yeah.
Which I think you kind of goes back to these bitch ass niggas on Instagram, but it says fandom participation isn't as fun anymore. I've encountered some extremely rude people who are clout goblins,
100%,
all for some upvotes when trying to have some honest discussions regarding character and plot.
100%.
They would rather
billion
They would rather drop a rude comment than actually participate in the conversation, and the hard lines that people draw for certain opinions is exhausting.
I agree with you 100%.
That's
on
billion.
facts.
I will-
1 billion.
the thing about
you
me-
can't like anything. Go ahead.
The thing about me is I will, of course, joke around and like put shit down, but I'm just joking. If you want to have an actual conversation, we can definitely do that.
Yeah.
Like I say, Dragon Ball Z is mid all the fucking time. I love
Facts.
Dragon Ball Z to death. Okay, love Dragon Ball
Everybody
Z.
loves Dragon
Everybody
Ball
loves
Z.
Dragon Ball
But
And
the
if they're
thing is,
alive,
like-
if they are saying they don't, this
Bro,
is everyone's first fucking.
It
anime.
is mad dick sucking if you are not able to point out the actual facts about a fucking show.
Yeah.
Like, do I love One Piece? Yes. Do I think it's the best show ever, anime wise?
No.
Depends on how I'm feeling that day. Do I think the pacing on it is terrible? It's not my favorite.
The bitch was walking for 3 or 4 or 5
It's
episodes.
not my favorite,
I
but
was
that's
like,
how. But every anime has not the best pacing either, though. You know what I'm saying? People complain about the One Piece pacing, but the pacing in Dragon Ball Z was garbage.
Oh,
You know how
yeah.
many times we watched the fucking
that
trees
Namek
blow?
saga. That Namek saga is like the original.
You know, if
It's
I have to watch the water blow in the wind one more fucking time, while two people stare each other down for a 30-minute episode.
Goku and Frieza.
Yeah, how long was that planet supposed to blow up?
The Tournament of Power,
That
the
too.
last like 6
that was
episodes
40
were 2 minutes
The
long.
Wasn't
Tournament
it
was
sup-
45-minute fight, but like
thought it was-
took 100.
Was it
episodes.
45 minutes or 15 minutes?
It was like 40,
45.
Like, it was up there. It was like an hour long, if that.
But
Yeah,
But like the last like 6 or 7 episodes were it was the last 3 minutes of the fight.
and it lasts.
That was the last 3 minutes of the fight.
I
And
know.
now I know the dick riders will be like, well, they're moving at super speed. I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
I also think it was no. That doesn't.
It's
Even,
just-
it's just bad.
Bro, and then, like that was like
Not everything's perfect.
it's
okay
not,
to
bro.
admit
And then that, like, bro, like I only said that because like those fucking niggas was going off about that Bleach shit, bro.
Oh yeah.
Like, and it was like
They felt. They
No.
seemed personally hurt. By
That's
your
because
comments.
Bleach, there's not a lot of them. There's not a lot of Bleach.
No one. I wonder why.
Not a lot of Bleach.
Well, there's not a lot of
fans.
episodes of Bleach, is it?
no,
Well,
there is.
first
There
off,
is.
Bleach is
Bleach
fine.
is Bleach is long.
Yeah.
But like Bleach is like bro. So, and I don't know
I've
where
never seen it.
I went to look for the comment, but I don't know where it went. It was somebody was literally just like, I was like talking about the video, and the nigga's comment was like, well, I guess you just can't comprehend. Like, versus like,
I think I've seen that.
at least the other people were like saying like, no, this is what happened, and then this happened. Like, I'm like, okay, which I said that. Like,
But that's like that's a lot of comments we get anyway when we have these discussions about anime and superheroes, and like and that's across all platforms who have conversations about nerdom, and like it said, it's
Not
not
even just
fun
nerdom.
anymore.
Even sports.
Yeah, it's just not fun
sports.
anymore. No one likes to have critical thinking conversations. They just jump to insults. Well,
But
you're
you know
dumb.
what? I like.
Well, you're arsler.
Yeah.
Well, you just don't know what you're talking about. Or they try to use words. Well, you just can't contextualize. Blah blah blah. You
Like,
can't use that in a proper sentence.
Nigga, I watched this shit through and through.
Yeah.
I was mad as fuck. I was mad as fuck that I started that shit because I was like, no, I gotta finish this shit. And I'm like, fuck. But the only thing I told fucking Wes when that shit was happening, because like I was watching the intros and I was like, the only thing I like about this shit so far is the intros, because they had some fire ass intros. I want to recreate them.
They
bitches.
got drip
Oh
in
my
that show.
God,
the
bro.
characters got
That,
drip.
bro, they got like crazy ass character design. And you know
I
what's
fuck
funny?
with Bleach.
Literally like 2 days later, I saw a video by Tony. What is it? Stanivaci or some shit. Like he's like the main funny like content creator that like does anime shit, and he did one about Bleach, and he was like Ichigo during every episode of Bleach, and it was like him, and then he was like, you know what? Bankai, and then it showed him on the ground, and then he was like, and then he comes back and he's wearing a robe, and he's like, I'm wearing this towel now, so that indicates that I'm stronger. Bankai, and then it goes back. It's like, I'm gonna go train for like it was like literally what I said, and I'm just like, but like the main thing is like, if you can articulate your point, then that's one thing. But like I noticed this across the board. Like really, like it is. I think it's an overall cultural thing, at least here. like in the United States, that where like if someone thinks different than you, they are automatically a dumbass. No
Yeah.
matter what you think, no matter what side you're on, that person's a dumbass.
Dumbass.
Like, and that is not like. You can't both be. I mean, you can literally either both be dumbasses or neither of you.
Yeah, or neither of you. You can have a difference of opinion. You know what I'm saying? Art is subjective, blah blah blah. But like, the problem is just like people can't. Kind of what you're saying. Like people just can't hold conversations. You know,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
we can,
Or they're not even trying.
They're not even trying to hold.
Yeah,
a
they're
conversation.
not even trying to.
There's like, you're wrong. You're dumb. Suck a dick.
I love talking to people about stuff like that.
I have no
because I
problem.
want you
but
to
the
change
moment,
my mind.
The moment you become disrespectful, I'm zoning out.
But
and I'm,
yeah,
and I'm also
but you should
looking
never
up your
get to that
shit and,
point
like,
But
either.
people start at that point.
And
yeah,
like,
I know. That's the
I'm
problem.
letting y'all know now. Keep on with the disrespect. I will find your profiles and put your shit on blast.
Damn.
Keep on.
Do it.
Keep on.
No, y'all can disrespect me. It's fine.
No, bro, I don't like that shit.
No.
'Cause
I'm okay with it.
especially
for me.
over some stupid shit like that.
Over some stupid
but
shit
then,
like
and then
bleach.
like other like what was interesting too though was like under that it was like one. So I remember one comment was like, Bleach is about how Ichigo is the most special thing to ever be special in the universe of special.
So
And,
lame.
you know, he can like the only
Every
time that
fucking
the only
anime
time he
ever.
loses is when he evades his plot armor. like
You know, I'm not gonna lie to you though. I like Bleach. I like Bleach because I just like OP characters, and they got.
I like the
Kenpachi in
OP
that bitch.
characters.
And
Yeah,
Kenpachi's the most OP character.
but that's what I'm talking
Ever.
about. You lost to Ichigo.
Yeah,
You're
but he wasn't using both hands.
But then why would you allow yourself to lose to this nigga that you could beat? Like that's plot armor.
yeah, no.
Like
but everything has
this
plot armor.
nigga didn't use his other hand, so he basically let him win.
Look,
but he
look.
legitimately got knocked out.
Look,
Like
you're trying to argue with Batman fans, basically.
Bro, yeah,
You're
yeah,
trying to.
yeah.
Batman literally fought Darkseid. Should he be able to win that fight?
A couple times.
No.
No. Has he
No.
won that fight?
A couple
A
times.
couple times. But here we are.
Here we are.
And Batman fans were like, he had the prep time. You can prep your entire life.
You can prep your entire life, and you can.
You're going to defeat someone named a new god?
a god
Literally a god?
who has laser beams that can track you.
Them bitches are fire, too. He did get his ass with that. But of course, plot armor, Batman only got sent to the past. That shit was irritating.
How does that
Mine's
happen?
real easy. Let me tell y'all mine real quick.
Go for it.
Let me tell you, I got mine memorized. Now, mine, I agree with, but also disagree with at the same time. Mine was just because white people didn't build it doesn't mean aliens did. That is a fact.
Wait a minute. What?
It was about the pyramids.
Just because white people didn't do it?
Doesn't mean aliens did.
yeah,
Because a lot of people are like,
Who thinks that?
a lot of people
people.
think aliens built the pyramids and stuff like that.
white people.
I'm one of those people who believe that, but I don't believe it because they weren't white.
Don't we know why? Like, wasn't it the Jews? And
It was a
Let my
whole, you
people
know,
go.
it depends on what you believe in, you know. But I like to believe it was aliens because it's just a lot more fun. I think it's funner.
Scientology.
Look.
I think it's more realistic to be aliens because of the fucking shit that they did.
And like how
Size
big it
of
is.
those
That's
fucking-
real. Yeah.
But a lot of people are like, you know, the police system, shit like that. You know, I don't know what they were doing back then. I wasn't there.
The
And also,
precision.
I'm not about to take the time to learn about the police system. So I'm going to believe aliens because it's a lot easier for me. And plus, it just sounds funner to me as well because I like aliens. I fuck with them heavy. I want them to, you know, show up and say what up and maybe come get me right quick. Let's do a lap around the planet.
I told my mom this morning in the car. I said, I wish aliens just drop a meteor on this shit.
They can't drop a meteor.
They probably have some gravitational shit.
That's
They could
element 150.
Gravitationally push it towards us.
You know,
But that can be-
more likely than not, they
Are letting us burn.
no. I just thought about it's well. Actually, you know, what, let me not say more likely than not. I think likely what it was that they developed some tool and didn't mean for it to be able to do what it did, and that's how they did it, and that's why they can't reconstruct it
You talking about
because
the
you're trying to
Egyptians?
reconstruct it intentionally, and they might not have done it intentionally.
Intentionally.
Like that's like how like a lot of the inventions that we have weren't created to do what we use them for.
Like a bidet.
Like bro, like Heinz 57 wasn't supposed to be that. Like fucking
Bacon wasn't supposed to be a breakfast food.
What was it supposed to be for?
It was actually a dinner food.
Oh,
Like a bunch of shit is like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm thinking I would go that. I don't doubt human ingenuity. So.
I don't doubt human ingenuity. I just like aliens. Yeah.
But that, bro,
That's funny.
bro, that's fucking facts. Like, bro,
White Jesus.
like, bro, but that's because like we're still technically living in that time period where like like we're in that contemporary time period where white people were running shit. They weren't always running shit.
Yeah.
Like,
No, hell no.
Like so they're painting the story. It's like the fucking Doflamingo shit. Like they're writing the story, rewriting the story as it's occurring.
Literally the Bible.
That's why the Messiah who came from the Middle East has light brown hair and blue eyes, and he came. This guy from fucking Palestine is a British
Say
guy.
it. Say it.
Like,
Say
what
it.
the fuck?
Cracker.
I saw somebody talking about something religious, and they're like talking about the Bible and how it's been the same exact story for thousands of years. And I'm
Literally
like,
hasn't.
It hasn't,
It's been rewritten so
bro.
many
And
times. Trump just rewrote it.
The fuck, bro. Listen.
The homosexual thing was literally added.
It's not even in other versions of the Bible.
Yeah, it was
Like
literally added.
if you read, like that's what that was.
Added in the 60s.
That was the first thing
It was
that I
added
saw.
in the 60s when homosexuality was no longer considered a mental illness.
After the DSM changed it.
Mhm.
But they that was the first thing I saw from Joe Rogan. Was like it was a clip about the Bible, and he was talking to someone who's like a theologist, and they were going over the German version of the Bible versus the English version of the Bible, and it said, like, the English version of the Bible said, like, thou shalt not lay with another man or whatever. And then, like, in the German version, what it translated to was, thou shalt not lay with children.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Which people of the church love to do.
but, like, so it's, the whole thing is fucking insane. But, like, but the trippiest thing about the fucking Bible to me is that we know who fucking did it, and his descendants are
Jesus
alive.
wrote it.
No, like, King James was.
LeBron?
King
You asked
James
for that. You
was
asked for that.
the king of England in the 1500s. Like, his descendants are alive right now. And his descendants went on to colonize the world. So I feel like more likely than not, there were probably other versions of the Bible that were floating around, and he took them.
It's probably
and
closer
replaced
to
them.
like the Quran. and
Because,
shit
like, bro, you
They're
couldn't
probably
even
still in the Vatican.
imagine. And then, like, bro, even reading the Old Testament, like, bro, it's there's parts of it that are harsher than the Quran.
Mhm.
There was like a guy that was going around doing street interviews, and he was asking them, like, he stopped white people and was asking them, like, what they thought about these passages, and they were like, man, or he's like, what do you think about this passage from the Quran? And then they're like, wow, they're just such a harsh group of people, and blah blah blah. And he was like, actually, that's from the Old Testament. And he just got mad and walked away. Like,
how dare you?
bro, there's a quote. There was a quote, and it was like, I can't remember who said it, but it was like, you should not fear the man who read a bunch of books. You should fear the man who only has one book but never read it but worships it.
exactly. Most of them have never read it.
Never read the book.
They
Like,
live by the Bible, but they've never
Never
read it.
read
Live by the Bible. Gonna die by the Bible. I'm gonna live by the Bible. I'm gonna die by the Bible. Put me on the cross. Hey, nail me to that shit. Put it upside down. That's that holy water.
Antonio,
Hey,
what was yours?
I think Christians are vampires and cannibals. Go, Antonio.
I was gonna put a certain podcast on blast, but they have more followers than us, so I didn't want to do that. I was thinking about it while we were talking.
We're not doing podcast wars.
No, but I hate these niggas so much.
What is your hot take?
My hot take is race swapping is not that big of a deal. Y'all niggas
It's
are just
not.
racist.
I agree.
You're just racist. This is about I'm thinking about the how to train your dragon. How to train your dragon, right? How to Train Your Dragon debacle, and just like all the other stuff, and it's just like, y'all folks aren't. And then you're always your first comment is, what if Black Panther was white?
Yeah, that's but that's
He was
the dumbest.
at one point.
He
What if-
was in the Ultimate Universe at one point white.
What if Storm was white?
But the thing is,
And what if?
what we do have what if storylines. It's really good. But my thing about the race swapping thing, because I do think that is the dumbest fucking thing to complain about. Because more than white people exist, white people, I need you to know that you're not the only ones who exist. Go
Get mad
outside.
as fuck when they see that.
Take a
What the
look at
fuck?
the street.
You're the minority in the world.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like in the world.
In the world, you're in the minority, but you get 80 to 90% of the representation.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, no, the race swapping thing is fucking stupid. It's just racist people complaining. We all know that's a fact. I think the only time you shouldn't race swap a character is when their race is literally
Tied to
their
yes,
story.
that's
so
it.
like Black Panther.
or Storm.
Yeah, he's
Or
African.
if,
she's
or if it's
African.
based off like a real person.
Or
That too.
that for sure. Magneto and Charles. Magneto's got to stay Jewish.
He's got to say Jewish,
Charles has to stay British
rich and British.
and crippled.
yeah.
I want a real wheelchair person playing Charles. Don't give me no Walker.
But yeah, that's my only, like, I don't know. I feel like just, and like the conversations again around it and the fights around it, and you just come off as racist. And
We race swapped Jesus.
yeah. We
You
race,
white people aren't complaining.
yeah. Or you race swap Bane.
Bro, the fucking trippy thing,
Entire fucking trilogy.
like, or even the trippy thing about that shit is like, bro, like when fucking people would be racist when other like black people especially, but like other races try to fucking cosplay, like you
Yeah.
know this person is Asian,
Not
right?
real.
Like, but like
Oh,
even
yeah, it's Asian.
the character is Asian.
Maybe if
Like,
that.
so,
Some of these places don't have a real place.
But
Exactly.
yes,
Like,
like
places
they're
don't
not
even
even
exist.
real. They don't exist, and like whatever. And then so like, why like? I genuinely I think that like you said, like if people any excuse to be racist, they're gonna use
And
it.
where did, like, again, this culture of nerds come from? We literally read comic books and anime, which is, and all these stories are about like being the better person and loving everyone and being comfortable with everyone. You guys only like that shit in like media,
Theory,
in
yeah.
theory.
Yeah.
But like in every other situation, you just like, yeah, lynch him. Like, what the fuck? Like, I just don't I'm sorry, that was extreme, but now I'm riled up. Because like it doesn't make sense to me. All we ever want is like Goku being friends with everyone, Luffy being friends with anyone, Sailor Moon being friends with anyone. Like it doesn't make sense to me that we grow up with this shit. Superman,
You know, I've
love
never-
everybody. Wonder Woman, beat everybody's ass, but also love everyone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I've
Real
never
quick,
understood that.
real quick. I'm sorry. You brought up Wonder Woman. Absolute Wonder Woman. If we're on Wonder Woman real quick,
I was almost bought that today.
Absolute Wonder Woman is one of my
Of all epic
favorite
Batman,
characters right now. Issue 2 came out,
Huh?
and she don't fucking play.
Yeah.
She came to America. Okay,
Uh-huh.
she was raised in hell. This, that, and the other. And at the end of issue 1, New York, I'm assuming it was New York, is getting attacked. She comes through, saves the day through issue 2. You learn she knew Steve Trevor because he washed up in hell. She, nurtured him back to health, sent him off. She meets up with him. He's like, hey, some people want to talk to you. She goes, yeah. All right, let me go talk to your men. So, mind you, she's like 6'3". Big goth mommy. All red and black. She don't play. This
What?
the military man, short man looking up at her, and she first thing she goes, I don't care what affects you. She goes, I'm gonna play by my rules. I am not to be used as a weapon for your gain, and we're gonna do things my way. Then she read the room, announced what was gonna happen, and then left. And everyone, she ain't give nobody a chance to say shit. I'm like, she came in, she said, you men are not above me because you're men. You see I'm 6'3". You see I'm above you, literally. I'm looking down at your little ass right now. She, ooh,
Big bitch.
ooh. Look, and I don't want to say this, but I usually don't tend to go to female characters because, again, I can't really relate. I can't relate with none of these people, but I can't really relate with them the most. The way she talked to these men, I said, get it. Get it. Do not let them even give you an inkling of weakness.
Yeah.
She, whoo, fire.
I love Wonder Woman.
And she has her little Pegasus is the original Pegasus born from the blood of Medusa and this shit. This, that, and the other original Pegasus that was killed by Zeus and then reborn. Yeah, it's fire. Absolute Wonder Woman is
I
fire.
literally saw it at the comic book store today, and I end up getting just Absolute Batman instead.
Oh my God, yeah.
I'm not a feminist.
Meat Man. We love Absolute Batman.
Sorry. I'll go back up there tomorrow and buy them.
Get Absolute Wonder Woman. Absolute Batman's very good.
I was mad at myself because I was like, I bought Absolute Batman.
As you should.
I bought
Issue 1 and 2?
just one.
Okay.
Because I was in there because I was taking my mom to the doctors, and I was like riding past it on my way to Papa Joe's. I was like,
Good.
and I was like, let me hurry up and just get in here real quick. But I had my parents still in the car, so I couldn't like braze. So I went in for the things that I wanted. I wanted Power Rangers Prime 1, 1 and 2. I wanted the Across the Morphic Grid series, you know, where the past characters write their own stories.
Yeah.
And then I bought 2 variant covers. I didn't mean to, but again, not paying attention. So I bought variant covers. I didn't want to. I didn't need to, but I was just like, ooh, cool cover, grab. And it's all of Power Rangers 1 Prime. So I bought 3 issues of the same comic book. So if you want one, you can have it. And then I bought Absolute Batman 1. I spent $40 on, and 3 of the comic books are the same comic book.
That's all right. That's all right. I've been there. That's all right.
And I was going through it when I finally got home. I was like, what the fuck?
Definitely go get Absolute Wonder Woman issue.
Yeah,
1 and
probably
2.
go
The
get all
Absolute
of them.
Universe so far has been an absolute
And they
blast.
just released Justice League Unlimited too.
They did.
I'm
I read issue 1. That was phenomenal.
Was it good?
Yes. They have everyone is a Justice League member.
Yeah.
And they're all stationed at the Watchtower. So they got the Teen Titans there, the Shazam family,
so
like
excited.
the Bat family. So, but the way that they have it set up now is that like they choose the people most well equipped for the emergency. And I think that's
That's
genius.
how it should. I'm
That's how
surprised
it
that
always
was
should have
never
been.
thought of before. Y'all just jump niggas and don't have a plan. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just like I'm sorry. Like I'm just.
But you're not wrong.
I'm surprised this is never thought in all the Young Justice.
Well, I think.
Titans.
Well, I think 'cause
all
they,
this shit, and we just like there's dangers. Okay, Justice League go. Teen Titans go.
Well, I think what it was back in the day is more so like the league members didn't trust everyone, so they took their top dogs, the ones they trusted the most.
The big 3.
That
and then
was the
whoever they
team.
feel at the time.
Yeah, and that was the team,
Yeah.
But now they're like everyone's registered, their powers are registered. Red Tornado is the brain to the ship because his body was destroyed, so he's like the brain to the ship. So
that's cool.
anything that's going on, he goes through the system. Sees these people would probably be best suited for this. You guys go do this. These people are best suited.
So he's Chat GPT.
Basically, in a sense, maybe.
So usually that person is a human or a person. So it's usually Mr. Terrific or Jean of Martian Manhunter.
Or Oracle.
Oracle, usually. They're usually a human counterpart to do the rounding, I guess.
Yeah.
So again, that's what I'm surprised that
It's so good.
when all these statistics are coming out about like how they're running shit now. I'm like,
I think
we weren't been doing it. Y'all was just going out and just like,
well, again, it was more of the trust level because I mean, you got Batman in there. He don't trust nobody. But I think this is genius as well because it's going to give you smaller characters that you don't know about.
Or
And it's going to
characters
give
you
them a
want.
chance to shine.
Shine.
And then if you want to learn more, you go find more. Like in this issue, they had Firestorm on the team, Black Lightning, Star Sapphire, Wonder Woman, Superman, and then Blue Beetle and Batman were doing their own thing together, which was great. And we're talking about
we don't, Batman loves his children.
yes,
For some reason.
mainly the orphan ones. But yeah.
It makes sense because he's.
But they were in a Spanish country, so Jaime was with him. Blue Beetle's with him, and just Blue Beetle's technology and everything like that. It's pretty peak. But it was really good because we seen Firestorm. Firestorm's power set is insane.
Yeah.
Like literally if he knows the structural make of a thing, he can just change it.
He can.
He's literally alchemy itself.
Yeah.
And I think that's fucking insane. And we don't utilize him enough. Then they have Black Lightning in there. Black Lightning is super underrated. Such a great character. Not all black characters have lightning powers. The Blurred Without Fear has a YouTube
But all
video.
black characters have black in their name.
It's also not true, and the Blurred Without Fear will prove that in that video as well.
Black Gray.
Storm.
Black Tonio.
The Flash.
Black Gay.
I feel like my superhero
Black
name.
Rainbow.
The Black.
That would
Rainbow.
actually be so
That is
sweet.
dope.
Yo, it's just dark.
That'd be
shades
sweet.
I don't know. I
of
feel like
gray.
my superhero name would be like Silence.
No, you'd be Black Gay.
Your superhero
No,
name
you'd
would
be
definitely not be Silence.
No, you'd be
That's
Black
all
Rainbow.
I want. I just want quiet.
You'd be Black
you
Rainbow.
would not be Silence.
quiet, bro.
Black Rainbow, you're late to the meeting.
Always. Like, silence.
Oh man, my superhero name would be Heart.
Wait, hold on.
Speaking of,
hold on.
speaking of,
I had
takes, what?
I had one more thing
what's up?
because we touched on this before. We can talk about this one. There's actually two like this, but this one has more depth to it.
Chuck is not having it.
The more anime I watch, the less interested in anime I become. Shows start to blend together. So many authors use the exact same plot points and the same character tropes and designs, and 99% of shows become predictable down to the jokes even. Now I only watch shows that look outstandingly good, to be honest. I am also beyond sick of high school characters being this immature. I hate watching a show and seeing the exact same plot points happen that could be resolved if two characters would literally just talk to each other.
So first of all,
Then there wouldn't be any tension.
also they're high school characters. None of us were mature in high school. Barely
one.
any of us are mature.
The
now.
Dandadan is a perfect example of that.
Yeah.
Perfect
And
example.
first of all, adult shows, the adults don't speak
Communicate with each other.
They don't communicate. Nobody communicates ever at all.
That's someone who's just like hyper intelligent and can't see.
That's not somebody who's hyper intelligent.
Not hyper-intelligent,
That's someone who
but
thinks they're hyper intelligent.
Who can't-
No,
who can't.
I think it's someone who's watched a lot of anime because
Yeah,
I've
they're
said
probably
that
just
before.
burnt out.
Like when you get into a theme and you start watching more and more shows,
Yeah.
that you do start to see
That's like
that
you.
this is the same show.
Thing. Like you see, like in Jujutsu
Naruto is-
Kaisen and
like
Naruto
is ninjas, Black Clover is magic, like
Dragon Ball Z is
fucking
key,
like,
and
Yeah,
aliens.
but,
like
yeah.
it'll
but
be
the
the
thing is, they're
same
still-
show.
It's all
with
the same
different-
thing, but they're just
Yeah,
like,
but they're
fighting
still
tournament shit.
different. They're still different characters.
But again, this,
But
like
that's
he's
the
saying,
detail.
That's it's in the detail.
if
And
you're
you're not
focused
looking
on that's weird.
and you're not trying to find the nuance in it. You're just binging essentially. You're just binging and not holding on to anything substantial in it.
But it's not the
It's not the anime's fault.
But it's not.
It's
no,
not the anime's
no,
fault, but
no.
it's the
I think
it's a
it is the
consumer's
anime's fault.
Oh, okay.
I think it is the anime's fault because it's not your job to you're not. It's not supposed to be a mental exercise to differentiate what you're watching from something else. Like when you're watching Dandadan, you didn't say like you watch Dandadan and you're like, oh, this reminds me of this, but it's not that. Like when you watch something else, like it's like, okay, this is so much like this that I can't separate them in my, like it's not like it's like I'm watching a lesser version of this show.
It depends on anime. 'Cause
That's
I feel
the
like
anime's job to
like my
to
heroes
dis-
like
to
like
distinguish
that for
itself.
me. Like I zoned out an anime because of the pacing and like the like continuous fight shit that like DBZ does sometimes. I'm like, just get to the fucking point. So yeah, I hear like it's sometimes the truth, but sometimes not. But also it's up to you as a consumer to just, if you don't, it's okay to just not like it. Sometimes you're just binging shit and you make yourself just like force yourself to watch some shit. It's okay to just not like something.
Yeah, but like I think that no matter so
Like if you're not connecting with it, why
I
are you going to watch 1,000 episodes of this?
but no, it's not about it's not I don't think
It's all the same. Okay, stop watching it.
with what this person said though, I don't think that what they like I don't
Did they give any examples?
know. But like with what you guys said,
course they
like
wouldn't
I actually
elaborate.
I don't really agree with that they're not hyper intelligent. I think that they probably just watched a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Cause like when you watch like there's a bunch of shows like most shows.
Yeah.
Like
there's a formula.
they exactly, and especially in anime, but like that's true for really any medium in any show.
Mhm.
Like when you watch like New Girl is Friends.
Yeah.
Fucking like
they just do better.
yeah, like bro, literally the
Will and
nigga
Grace
that,
is
bro,
gay living single.
bro, yeah, like and then
Yeah.
there's black
Black-
fucking fucking Friends. There's black like whatever. Like you can take
Insecure is black.
bro,
Sex
and
and the City
you got to
or
think
Friends.
about
Yeah.
it. You got to think about it. Like literally, I have a book upstairs because like I'm interested in screenwriting.
What is the name of the?
Save the cat.
Save the Cat,
Mhm.
and the guy literally says like, you gotta like, what is this? Like write it like you had to explain it in 3 seconds. Like this is Friends, but for black people.
Yeah.
This is Friends, but Latino people.
Mhm.
This is Friends with a gay cat. Like whatever. Like that's how they do shit. Like, bro, the guy that wrote fucking Law and Order has a universe. He has
multiple people.
Bro,
Shonda Rhimes.
He has
Chicago.
But even more, like, bro, he has 3 versions of Law and Order, and then FBI, and then another show, and then all of the Law and Orders take place in the same world.
Universe.
They're just different, like, realms. Like, there's organized crime, there's regular police, there's SVU, there's fucking like the lawyer part with like actual Law and Order is actually lawyers, and then like fucking like, but it's all the same stories going through the whole like
cycle.
So I mean, it really just depends on your medium, but I think if you watch enough of anything, you're gonna see that
the repetitiveness.
Like
it's hard to, and like again, if you're over analyzing it, I guess, or just binging it without trying to find something in it, you're like, yeah, it's gonna be a little jaded. You know, especially like a medium like anime where it's just like where it's so saturated that things are gonna bleed over and you're not gonna be able to find your niche. If you're gonna think all anime look like cat people who are just whining the whole fucking time, because on the base level, that's all anime is. But if you're not trying to find something, you're not trying to, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, you're just watching. You're just watching to be watching and not trying to take anything in of it. You're just going through episode after episode, and kind of like zoning out and not trying to take anything from the episode. Because again, it's okay if you don't like it, but why don't you like it? You know, it's okay if you do like it. Why do you like it?
Yeah.
You know, you just can't be like watching these things and just be like, yeah, I've seen all one. I saw all of Naruto Shippuden. Okay, what did you get from it? It's ass. Why is it ass? You know, I've seen all 1,000 episodes of One Piece. It's the greatest anime of all time. Why is it the greatest anime of all time?
See, but even One Piece is like all of these, but that's what I'm saying. Like that kind of goes back to but that goes back to what I'm saying though. Like it's, in my opinion, it's the anime's job to distinguish itself from the other things in its vein.
Fair.
Because like One Piece is Naruto, is Black Clover, is whatever. Like it's a main character with this far off goal, and you're following them as they get, like Pokemon, like fucking like they all have this far off goal, and you're just watching them on the journey. But One Piece is nothing like Naruto. Right. Like Naruto, but Black Clover is very much like Naruto to me. Like very, very, very.
But again,
much.
it's like you said, like the authors do a job of separating. But it sounds like this, like you're saying, this post OP had his. They probably have just like watched too much.
Yeah, but
and should probably take a step back.
But that's like people. I think that's a natural progression if you watch a lot of anything, because like people consume a lot of anything, because that's why people say shit about music.
Yeah,
like you listen to enough rap, and then you realize that like if you're listening to mainstream rap, then yes, it does all sound the same, because like there was another post, I'm not gonna read it, but like it was touching on how they said almost the same thing, but it was like, the more anime I watch, the more I realize it's based on consumerism, and like every year they're trying to perfect these themes and like whatever. Like, so they make a new show or a new thing, but like it's just like an improvised or like improved upon version of the thing last time. Because what he said is right, low key. That I didn't realize it before, but the fucking girl, the devil from fucking Chainsaw Man looks exactly like 02 from fucking
Darling in the Franxx.
Same fucking, that's
Really?
the same bitch. Like pink hair, devil horns.
Yeah, they all look
you
alike.
meant Cyborg
Like-
009.
No, like, but like there is an element of that where it's like, bro, like there's memes about that shit where it was like all the
they have a 4x. They have a 4x.
No, I saw one that was like a circle of 9 different versions of niggas that look like Armin from Attack on Titan, and it was like, this is Armin if he wasn't a pussy.
Yeah.
This is Armin if he wasn't like whatever.
Yeah.
My man from fucking Hunter x Hunter was one of them.
Which one from Hunter x Hunter?
The one that looks like Armin,
I don't know which one's Armin.
the blonde,
Oh, I hate him. He's such a bitch.
the one that killed that dude.
Oh yeah, from the Phantom Trope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name.
Spoiler alert.
But he
ain't
but
in
like
that group no more.
there's an element of that, like, so that is true. Like, if you consume too much of anything, like that's why people don't like country music. That's why, like, that's why they call pop bubblegum. Like, it's just after a certain point it gets repetitive.
Yeah.
But that's what happens when it's in anytime fucking art meets capitalism, that's the result.
Yeah.
Because they're like, this thing worked because it was authentic, so let's make a bunch of people repeat it.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, again, there's a formula to it. You just got to make your formula a little bit different.
I think there's like, yes, like, it's your job.
Jujutsu Kaisen's formula, again, is more so copying Naruto, 3-team with a leader wise.
Yeah.
And then, of course, they're in school, this, that, and the other. But
It's very different, though.
they still differentiated itself enough to
Be its own thing.
be a real shitty fucking ending.
Yeah.
I mean, essentially, My Hero Academia is like a giant Justice League X-Men version.
I think, but that's supposed to be like that. That is
I know, but
that
like,
was,
yeah.
and it did differentiate
It's
itself
Midoriya,
well.
Batman.
What's interesting too
Superman
is like
Nightwing.
the shows that broke out, or the shows that were a little different, were the hard ones to get on. Like, Attack on Titan didn't get on there for a long time. Demon Slayer didn't work for a while. Like, or even fucking even in different mediums, like fucking Squid Games didn't work for a long time. Like, nobody would do it because it was
Beatles.
Like Eminem, like the Beatles, like these things that like come and then fucking blast off are things where people were like, I don't see how that could work here. Like, the dude that did the dude that did Attack on Titan got turned down for like 10 years straight.
Really?
Yes, like, and they're like this, I don't like, it was too dark for what they were doing. And then once it did, maybe you guys just don't know everything about that. Like, how about that? But I mean,
Put it out anyway. See what
put
happens.
it out anyways.
Put it
Fucking
out anyway. See what happens.
J.K. Rowling.
What?
Yeah,
Why are you calling out Harry Potter right now?
Well,
Her
no, it
shit
took a while.
Her shit got rejected by the people
numerous
that
times.
signed her.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Like,
She's a bitch.
because
Love Harry Potter though.
the publisher.
I know. I hate.
The publisher's daughter or granddaughter or something like that got the book and said that she couldn't put it down, and then they were like, okay, well, maybe we didn't know what the fuck we were talking about.
Yeah. I hate J.K. Rowling, but I'm rewatching
you.
Harry Potter right now.
Me
with
Is it
my
because
girl.
she's British?
No, it's because she's a transphobe.
Massive transphobe.
If anybody doesn't know,
A lot of great things are created by shitty people. I like The Thing. I don't like her, but
yeah,
Yeah.
'cause
And then they're doing the
we watched
reboot. I'm like, oh, do I watch it?
it. No,
I'm going to watch
because they're just gonna ruin it. They're just
And
gonna
also,
ruin it.
I'm like, why reboot it? Because like
Why reboot it? What?
well, they left a lot out of the story.
they did.
They
but
did.
like
They left a
also,
lot
I feel
out.
like there's other schools of witchcraft
yes, there are.
in the Harry Potter universe, and like,
go there.
please,
I
like,
think
do the American
Japanese
one.
and the African
there
one
might-
sound fucking.
We don't know what it is, but they might bring more of that into it, like
I don't.
school rivalry. Like,
It would make
Could,
more.
yeah.
I like that idea because at least you're putting a
because like
spin on
again,
this thing.
it's a
You're keeping it
sequel
alive.
saturation sometimes, and while that's
Well,
great.
it's
Reboot
it's a-
saturation.
It's a
I
TV
honestly
show,
feel like-
so I feel like they can fit a lot more information in.
Bro, I'm not gonna
Maybe.
lie. I honestly like. I thought about.
I'll
this
give it a
before.
try. You know what I'm saying? But again, it's one of those things we were talking about last week, like how sometimes us old heads need to like just step back.
I don't think it's that, bro. Because like they know that you're like
We're gonna be
like
annoying.
there's not enough there's not enough space between like you recreating this thing to justify recreating this
What,
thing.
15 years, 20
Yeah,
years?
like bro, what the fuck, like bro. So Daniel Radcliffe is still young.
Yeah, he,
Like we watched this nigga grow up,
And
and,
he
he's
still looks-
30 now.
yeah, he still looks.
I still think it would have been better off like them doing the cursed child or whatever.
Yeah, doing a Cursed Child
The Boy
series
Cried
or
Wolf.
movie instead of, because like they did that whole prequel series and that didn't work
they,
out.
they have a play of it.
Yeah,
and it's
So-
successful.
and it's successful. I would like to see. I don't know. I like witch shit, and like since they've put their toes in to the other world stuff, I would like to see more of that in that world.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like for me, like I'm starting to get kind of conspiracy theorist about shit, because I think I mentioned it on the call, but like one of you guys pointed it out. I think the last time we talked about it was with the Joker, where like someone does something bad and everyone gets mad, and you like the initial thought is like, why did this idiot do this? But then you don't consider the fact that maybe they did that on purpose. And I'm starting to think maybe they're doing shit on purpose, like they're trying to make people mad, which is crazy, because I don't like, what is the like, I mean maybe they just know they'll make money regardless, but it's like there's no, why would you do this? Like why would you, why
also with public opinion,
it's still
so
making
bad
money.
about J.K.
Like,
Rowling, but like the old stuff is making money because that movie flopped hard.
I know, but like the old
but the
stuff
video
is still
game,
making money.
the
like,
old stuff is making money.
I was playing
and
Hogwarts
the video
Legacy
game
the other day.
is doing very well. They don't want to see kind of anything new.
Well, also Warner Brothers doesn't have a lot of IP. Their main IPs that they have are DC and
Harry Potter.
I know. Too bad there's no creative people in the world anymore, and you bought all the IP that exists.
Actually, Disney bought all the IP that exists.
But like they're doing such a fabulous job with it.
But,
So,
bro, make new movies.
Make
We
new
talked about
movies.
this shit before.
Again, we're just having a conversation
like,
about
bro,
They
make
don't want to
new
take a
movies.
chance. They don't want to take a chance.
they just won't get.
So you're
Instagram
gonna take a
recognition.
chance on like fucking
Giving a
culture
transphobe.
wars,
Or like giving the wrong people, like you could be hiring the next person to make Harry Potter, but you constantly give this transphobe a chance.
Read a book.
Yeah, there's
Go to
all
the-
these books out
read a
there.
book.
Yeah.
Like, bro, go on TikTok, find someone who's viral doing something creative,
Mm-hmm.
invest in that person. Take a story, have people that write well. Take a story and write.
They don't like
Make a new Superman.
taking chances. They want guaranteed.
Yep.
You know,
gotta pay the bills.
What does that have to do with that? I feel like somehow that's going to tie back to the consumer.
I feel like they used to take a lot of chances too.
They-
though.
It is the consumer.
there's
It's both
ebbs
parts.
and flows to it.
It's
I think
both parts.
we talked about that last time. Like there's ebbs and flows to it, where like they will be playing it safe, then they'll start taking chances, and then like everything that comes out will be new, and then they go back to playing it safe and like whatever. That was in that book too. He talked about that, and that book was in the 90s.
No, really.
So like it was or like early 2000s. So he was talking about that even then, and he was like, bro, even then, I think I mentioned it to you guys at the time, like that I was reading it, but even then he was saying like, bro, you meet these people behind the studios that are like their job is to write a check, and you kind of just gotta like grin and bear it because
That's what I was saying.
they don't know anything about anything, but they're telling you to fix your shit. Or then like once they buy the script off you, they can change it however the fuck they want.
That's what I was saying last week, how I'm kind of happy I didn't go into acting because it feels so soul draining.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, wow, that was like one of my dreams. Always been my dream, still kind of is. But like looking at it as a consumer and an observer, that shit seems so soul sucking.
It
Not unless
can
you're a
be
good one.
unless you're just like if you're in it for the love of it and you're doing small budget films and working with people that are using their creativity to their fullest and not allowing corporations to adjust it to their
You guys are into art, so yeah.
like
Yeah.
there,
think that-
there's definitely a way to go about it and not have to deal with the soul sucking.
Yeah,
part.
even Nick has pointed that out before, where like some actors will like they will do a big budget movie just so they can afford to go do a movie for a fucking cup of coffee.
Willem Dafoe does it all the time.
yeah, like
Willem Dafoe don't get
bro, you
paid
can tell
shit
and
for
that, like
his,
Michael Cera.
Wes
those
Anderson,
are
bro.
those are the actors, like bro. That and so like for me, I've always loved music, and then I've always like
Dude plays Batman Twilight.
what?
Twilight does that.
Yes,
Oh boy.
like I've always like
Robert Pattinson. I couldn't think of his name.
when I see a good actor, it inspires me like to want to do that because like it's
So yeah, so
like because
It's
like
been like
actors
that
like
for
Willem
me
Dafoe
lately.
or Robert Pattinson,
Yeah.
or whoever, where you can tell like this that
the
like
cast
they take this
of,
shit serious.
The Lighthouse.
Oh my
the
god!
cast
people.
of Interview with the Vampire, the reboot.
Mm-hmm.
Again, a reboot, but done so well and taking so many liberties with the material. And again, that's why I've started bringing it up, I guess, a little bit more. My acting, like, wants and stuff, because seeing a show like that of two people who genuinely care about the material and the material that's given to them, done such a great job with it. It's so inspiring, as opposed to just like watching Robert Downey Jr. play a drunk mess for the 100th time. You know what I'm saying? No shade. I know you love him.
Which drunk mess did he play?
But like Iron Man, and then
He
going back
was
to
only
Dr.
drunk
Doom.
in the first one.
So like it's just
Dr. Doom ain't a drunk mess either. No, don't talk about my man's
I
from
feel
his
like they're just
Oppenheimer Oscar.
I know, but just like ugh.
I think
I feel more inspired watching that as opposed to like rich people, I guess.
Yeah,
Super
no,
rich people.
I enjoy watching people that were like, you can tell that
They're enjoying
they're enjoying it, and they like lose themselves in
the yes,
like when you.
Don't lose yourself too much like Jared Leto.
or Daniel Day-Lewis.
But I like to like fucking Heath Ledger's like fucking Joker was fucking
Bro, he lost
you were
himself
gonna,
a little too much.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. If you're gonna die doing a role, he set the bar for that shit.
I think that's what Jared Leto was trying to do.
My
He
nigga
just went too
snapped
far.
in that shit, bro.
He just went too far. He was sending people back
Hey,
to shit.
no offense.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm not offending anybody.
What- I was like, what were
Fuck
you
this.
offending?
The picture Jared Leto found his Oscar because he had lost it. And don't get me wrong, I
What did he
hate
win
Jared
an Oscar
Leto
for?
as the Joker. And that's what a lot of people around the line are like, oh, he's good enough to win an
Oh,
Oscar.
probably
Dallas
that one
Buyers
movie.
Club.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Don't
That-
be
Jared Leto is-
disrespectful.
Jared Leto is not a bad actor. He probably goes too far.
His Joker was just trash.
Bro, and that's also
Yeah.
that's
His superhero roles were trash.
I don't.
But
mind
he actually
Morbius.
wasn't
The whole
that bad at
Morbius movie
Morbius.
was garbage,
The
but I don't mind.
movie
him.
was bad.
there's also
Yeah,
like
he was fine.
that's also like just a bad part of post internet society. Like, you know, this nigga's been acting for
Forever
like
and has
40
a
years,
music
right?
career.
Well, that was also like
like he's been in this.
he was a teenage actor.
not
like,
only
doing this
that
shit for
though,
a
but they
while.
just marked Ariana Grande as an actor. She started off acting.
This acting. Yeah.
People were like, "I'm surprised that she."
yeah,
She's
people are
so
so
good.
stupid.
They were like, "I'm surprised she could act."
What do you mean?
She was
a child
That's how
star.
she started.
And now he's just at Broadway too. She was on 13. She was in 13.
yeah,
She's been doing this for a while.
that was
But people are just
people are
like,
just weird.
And
again-
actually, she said that. She said moving forward, she said her fans probably aren't going to like this, but her albums are going to be few and in between going forward
Good for
because
her.
acting has just, Wicked has just, she got her dream role.
Mhm.
And that just probably like scratched that itch that probably she ain't had in a little bit.
yeah, probably feel that fire.
Because like not only did you get your dream role, but you killed that shit. Bye.
I don't know if you
I will
killed
never
that.
sing again.
It depends on what you want
You
to
have to
do.
pay me to get a whistle tone.
It depends. It depends on what you want to do. Like, like for everybody, I think that it's going to depend on what you want to do. Like, some people people flip flop,
Yeah.
but like it's hard to go between both. I think,
Mhm.
but like fucking Will Smith started doing music, then started acting. Now he's doing music again, and he's fucking like 55.
Yeah.
First
like-
rapper to ever win a Grammy.
Don't talk about that.
But that was,
Why? It was a good song.
that was a power play.
Parents
right?
just don't understand.
So, but like, and then it goes.
That's what you won a Grammy for?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was summertime.
But it was. I'm sure that was a political.
It was a
thing, for
politicized
sure.
move. He wasn't even there to pick up the Grammy.
They played a commercial during it. They didn't even show it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It was a walkout during that
Everybody was mad about that
because
shit.
they didn't even like. He felt he didn't even deserve
Yeah,
it.
like he had a Macklemore moment.
Yeah.
But
Either way, that's a fire song.
either way, like I mean, it's like creatives are gonna create, but like I think a lot of times the business shit interferes with that and starts fucking it up. Like that is
That's
where
more of
that's where
it's
the
with
soul
soul.
fucking comes out.
Yeah.
I don't know because I watch a lot of the round tables and stuff like that because they're so much fun to watch. Because I feel like if you're going to learn about this, if you're going to get information about this, that is your best bet to watch actual people who do it talk about it. Because like Brian Tyree Henry was feared about getting typecasted when he did Paperboy, and he didn't want to be typecasted, but also his friend, like, he was picking and choosing roles, and he was like, I wasn't a big enough name yet to pick and choose roles. He's like, so I had to, sometimes you have to make that sacrifice to be able to pick and choose roles.
Yeah.
You have to be typecasted at first to be able to
that
branch out.
shit.
It happens with everybody.
Yeah.
It happens with,
Like, remember Marlon Wayans, always playing the dumb person, and now he like writes his own films and shit. And now they're begging him to come back to his own
that's
franchise.
like
That's how he started.
every acting
Yeah.
at the end of the
He
day
was
is
in
just
Requiem
a job.
of a Dream.
Dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Jim Carrey did a bunch of goofy
I
ass
have a
roles
joke
and then
about
became a fucking serial killer.
Dude for Requiem of a Dream tried to get was when Marlon was auditioning for it. It was like blizzard winter in New York City, and the director of Requiem of a Dream, when he tried to get tell Marlon that he got the role, he told Marlon to take off his shirt and just walk with him to the office to have the discussion. He's like, now you know how a crackhead feels in winter. And Marlon was like, I grew up poor in New York City.
A crackhead feels nothing in winter. The fuck?
But like, even besides the point, Marlon grew up poor in New York City. He knows what it's like to be cold in New York City. It's just like these pompous directors.
Yeah.
But that's
Like, not doing your research on the fucking nigga that you're hiring.
But like, bro, that is what I'm saying. Like that's why I said like that's where the soulless part gets out, because like there's a part where like the artist meets the business side, and the business side doesn't give a fuck about the art. Like, and the really, like, a lot of times the artists don't give a fuck about the business.
Yeah.
But like they kind of have to, because it's like their livelihood. But like the business side doesn't need the artist as much as like, that's why you saw that during the strike.
Yeah.
They're like, whatever.
We're going to AI the shit out of you.
We'll starve you out. We'll starve you out.
I think that's why A24 makes as many good movies as they do.
They're
Because
different.
they are a
found the
business.
balance.
Well, they're a business that trusts the art.
Yeah.
Well, that's different. That's different. So that's that's the equivalent of like an indie label in music. Like, indie labels are like a happy medium where like they care about the business and the art. So they're like, okay, we got to do this, and we got to do
but
this,
it's working.
and we'll make it work. Like,
It's like
you
in
can
politics,
blend
like
the two.
democratic socialism.
Yeah, like bro, like fucking like Empire with music, the label Empire is like they put out a bunch of fucking artists where like on a major label they probably wouldn't work. Like A24 does the same thing. Like there are some studios like in movies that do the same thing where they like they take a chance on movies that big studios wouldn't take a chance on because they wouldn't know how to market it. They wouldn't know what to do with it.
Some of them don't even fucking market it.
Some of them like, and then A24 built like a following where like you kind of know what to expect from them. And like, so
Because
people,
even if the movie isn't good, you expect it to be weird in some way.
Yeah.
And it's kind of forgiven.
Or it will look pretty.
yeah.
Yeah, or it'll look good or something. Whatever is the low point on it is kind of forgiven because of A24's track record.
So much so that like if a movie is in that vein, you would think it's A24 and it might not
you're like,
even
no,
be
it's not.
A24. Like
Fuck with A24 so much.
A24 is some real ass niggas. Speaking of movies, let's end on our Christmas movies because Christmas is coming up. We're in
Christmas
December.
time is here.
Walking in a winter wonderland.
Walking around a Christmas tree and a happy holidays.
Let me suck that ass.
It's not a Christmas song.
I know we're ignoring him. We're going to keep going.
All your
Label
Christmas songs suck. And they're born off slaves.
of a black Christmas.
Nick, what's your fucking favorite Christmas movie?
What's your favorite?
I was gonna
Christmas
go
movie?
generic.
favorite Christmas movie?
I was going to go generic and say Nightmare Before Christmas,
Okay.
but I'm not.
Spoiler alert, that is my favorite. And I remember I said, didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? Because I told you.
Yeah.
What did I tell
But
you?
it is good.
Exactly what just happened.
In all fairness,
I said my favorite Christmas movie is gonna be something Nick something Persia said is gonna say is gay.
yeah.
And Nick said it. And
But the thing is,
what a gay.
but for me and
My
you,
bad.
we've grown up on Nightmare Before Christmas.
Since I am dead, I can take off my head to recite Shakespearean quotations.
It's so good. It's so good.
Every song.
And it's technically a musical. I hate
It is a
musicals.
musical, yeah.
And I love every song in that. It's stop motion, which makes it even better in my opinion because that's a
I love
lost
seeing
art.
the streams.
And there was like 89 heads just for Jack Skellington alone. Like that's insane.
I appreciate stop animation so much. You gotta have so much patience.
Oh, I was just telling my coworkers real quick about the Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio movie. because it's stop motion.
Oh, it's
And it won an Oscar for best animated film 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
And I'm like, why would this? And don't get me wrong, I love Guillermo del Toro, but I'm like, why would a Pinocchio movie win best animated film? Then I watched the movie, did not know it was stop motion. Watch that shit. It is depressing as fuck.
Damn.
It takes place in World War II.
Damn.
It is not your average Pinocchio movie. It involves death,
Junocchio?
resurrection. Huh? No, it takes place in Italy, but the Nazis come in and take over, and
Mussolini.
it's very good.
Mussolini was
But
a teacher.
no.
Fucking pussy.
Stop motion is very it's very underrated. Nobody respects it, and it's fucked up.
Nobody respects a lot of these mediums that are hard because they can't understand them.
This one, I feel like that one is like the hardest though, because one, you have to create all those things. Don't break them. They're like, oh gosh.
And then you can't because you gotta adjust things, and then if you adjust something off a little bit too much, you can fuck it all up and have to start over.
Yeah. And all it is a picture. Go back, take a picture, move it an inch, take a picture. It's fucking crazy. But no, and mine is a stop motion though, and it's Santa Claus is coming to town.
Good one.
I love those as a kid. And that one's got one foot in front of the other. Soon you'll be walking out that door. It's just good. And also, Santa's name was not Nicholas in that. Made me happy.
Why?
Because my name's Nick, and everyone's like, "Oh, you're Santa." Fuck you.
I picked Saint Nicholas as my name when I made my confirmation before I left the church.
Oh, really?
Ugh,
Yeah.
this kid. Mine was Blaze. But yeah,
Did you really?
yeah.
You
It's
made
the-
your confirmation name, Blaze?
Oh,
Did you do that?
Saint Blaze is a saint of throats, by the way. Throat goat. You know me. Dog sucking season, baby. But
I could take it all. Love it big or small. Let it hit the wall. I'm a throat goat. I just fucked my ex. No gag reflex. I just had to flex.
Okay, so
Okay.
Christmas.
I'm a throat
So
goat.
Christmas.
but mine, so mine is Santa Claus is
Christmas.
coming to town. Watched it every
What's my
single
name?
year as a kid. Chris Kringle was Santa's name in that movie.
Oh, yeah.
Ginger Boy. It was a Ginger Boy.
Antonio's.
So good, so much fun.
Oh, you would have been your type. Where do y'all get the fact that I like gingers?
I don't know. Oh no, he said that a lot of ginger people live in that area. Sorry, it was just where your guy lives. Sorry, my bad. I put 2 and 2 together. I thought he was a ginger. You might though. I don't know.
He's
You didn't
half a
say.
ginger.
Okay,
Yours
yeah, so I was
is
right. Cool.
night before Christmas.
We are definitely ADHDing it.
the night Christmas died.
Yes. So
One of them is Nightmare Before Christmas. I can recite every song on there by heart.
as you should be.
I love musicals and I love just everything about that. It was the first movie about cultural appropriation that we were able to understand.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's literally what the movie is about. It's about cultural appropriation.
Interesting.
It's about the
Technically,
intent.
Halloween stealing fucking
Yeah,
Christmas.
Christmas.
Wow.
Yeah, it's about the intent. So yeah, I love that song. I love the songs and everything in that movie. And just the love story is very good. Sally, whatever, you felt bad for her.
Motherfucker was poisoning her.
Yeah, it was poisoned her dad. And then he had like a weird after the fact, he took half his brain. Like, it was kind of gruesome. So everybody, like, he took half his brain. The doctor, like, he's like, "Oh, I have something to talk about." Took half his brain out and put it in a new bitch's body.
He just was a lonely man.
Oh,
damn.
so crazy.
That's such a good movie.
Such a good movie.
good-
The music especially. Number 2 is Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
Ooh,
I love
starring Donald Trump.
I know, I was just watching it the other day and I got sad. I said, this bitch. But aside from that, I love those. I love Home Alone 1 and 2, but 2 is my favorite. It's just Kevin's just being a debauchery on those two homeless people, robbing people. You know what I'm saying? It's just dope. I don't know. And again, I've always had an infatuation from New York, and this is probably one of those first movies that made me like love New York before I even started going to New York. And Wes said, "Fuck New York," and so just seeing, as an adult now, being in Times Square and seeing some of these buildings and stuff is dope. But seeing the townhouses and stuff. But yeah, just Kevin being a fucking menace. It's so fucking dope. Because like in real life, they probably just shot him.
I would have.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then my second one.
That was your second.
My third one. Oh, Four Christmases. Bitch, I'm talking to you. Four Christmases
Oh, damn.
with Reese Witherspoon and that tall guy.
Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn, yeah. And you just just going through what family trauma and even as adults, it's hard to get out of, your position in your hierarchy in family. I know I have that problem. So it's like something me and my mom bond over because that's one of her favorite movies also. So yeah, Four Christmases. I love that. Bitch, I'm talking to you. I love that movie.
I ain't seen the one.
You never seen Four Christmases? It's fucking hilarious.
I'll give it a gander. Michael or Persia, sorry. I said sorry and I corrected it real quick. Just bleep that out.
Does it be on purpose?
No, it really don't. I swear to the Lord,
Like,
it don't.
we're recording.
It don't matter to me. It's
Really?
It's just with practice. it'll come.
I go through both too, but I call them Persia when we're recording.
It's difficult for me. This is just I'm trying. This
Persia,
episode
what are your
2 for me.
favorite
Yes.
holiday movies?
Persia, what are your favorite?
It's okay. I'm just not gonna promote the podcast till y'all stop doing that.
Don't say y'all. Don't even. Hey, I do it.
Well, yeah,
I'm trying to get this money. Don't ruin.
I
Don't fuck
know.
it up.
You're
for
the
me.
only one that does.
I
You're
need the money.
You're a good
What are
boy.
you talking about? I never misname you.
What's
use-
like? Hey,
You use the mic the least. I'm talking about
But
on the pod.
I correct people. I correct people. When I'm speaking to you through text, I always say your name.
You do-
But
you-
when
I don't think you-
coming to anything that has to do with this or music, I never make the mistake.
No, I know.
I talk about my life at work all the time, so I use everybody's names. Yeah.
Say
Government.
Lear's name wrong.
I just say Lear. I ain't
Lear.
saying Ja Lear.
Well, Lear still calls me Dave.
Oh, he does.
It's hard
Yeah, he
for him.
does.
He'll go back and forth between Dave and Antonio,
Yeah.
which is weird. I hate Dave. Like,
That was
call
an
me
instant-
David.
I forgot that you do. You know what I side note.
But see, you introduced yourself as Antonio, so that's why I'm stuck on that. That's it.
Okay.
It won't change for me.
We met him as Dave.
No, I didn't.
You didn't listen, but Jamar did. I'm sorry, Marty called me because Marty calls me Dave.
Well, when you came in, you were like, "Oh, you just."
Oh yeah, Antonio, flat
yeah.
out.
So
'Cause,
that's
like,
where I was just like, "Bet."
'cause, I was talking to my mom about this recently.
We
Today
are
actually.
getting way sidetracked again.
David and Dave
Your
just
fault.
like triggers emotional response in me because I always think I'm in trouble
wait,
or
no.
professionally, like I'm hearing like I'm in trouble or thinking about work shit. So like that's why I tried to like separate David and Antonio
Yeah, no, I get
Yeah.
that.
because
get
because my especially now
Persia was talking about that earlier.
because my stepdad has kind of essentially moved in with us. I see what you did. My stepdad essentially just moved back in, and like now
Nigga out.
I can't. I mean, I guess I can.
Give him a hug.
I run this shit. I guess I can.
doing in there?
Oh, my nigga, if I'm so sick of hearing my name, I love him so much. I don't mind him being there. I don't. But hearing my name so aggressively. Because my mom, when she wants me, she'll text me. She doesn't yell. She doesn't scream my name. Hey, come here. It's never, who's that? Child. It's never like, she never says my name.
Yeah.
My brothers be like Brody, or my youngest brother call me Brother Blood. Like I don't hear David in my house till Rick comes. Until Rick,
Good old Rick.
and his
Old young
David.
slug.
David, and it's just yelling, and I'm just like Richard. I'm like, so like it's like been a thing for me these last few months of him being there. I'm like, oh, I'm just so sick of my name.
Yeah.
So now it's like usually when people say Dave or David now, it's like, how do you know that name?
Right.
Now when people say that shit, I'm like, shut your fucking mouth, I'll kill you.
No, I think it's not really a thing for me. I just like, and I noticed too that if you start calling somebody something, like eventually, like, so for you, I didn't think about it, but like for you, I forgot that we used to call you Dave.
Mhm.
Like I forgot it, like, cause like, you're like kind of retraining your brain in that way.
Yeah.
Like that's how it was for like my sibling that transitioned.
Oh, okay.
Like
What was
Say-
their dead name, if I can ask?
Angelica.
Okay. That's pretty.
And it went so
Is his name closer to his?
Angelo. I told him like I
Oh,
was
that's
like
You better make it.
when he called when he fucking called me and said like, hey bro, so I've been thinking I've been thinking about transitioning, like
Mhm.
I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Were they a stud? And you was like, this is already
Yes,
happening.
bro, like forever. Like, so I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, bro, like this was like my big brother. Like when we were growing up, like I don't give a fuck. But I was like, your fucking name better start with an A because I already
I'm
have
not
your
gonna
initials
remember.
tattooed on me. Like
Oh,
I had
okay.
I had all my sister's initials tattooed around my wrist, and so it was like
Now your sisters and your brother.
AG, AC, A, like whatever. I'm like, so I was like, you better, as long as it stays with the A, I don't give a fuck. But like, I never cared about that. But all that was to say, like, it went so long. I got so in the habit of referring to him as my brother. It felt weird when I have to acknowledge that
They were.
a girl. Yeah, like so, like that was a weird thing. But it's interesting that your brain can do that. Like
Yeah.
you can, if you like kind of build up the habit.
Yeah, if you
You'll
just
forget.
like,
Yeah,
set it in
like
motion.
it becomes.
I think for me, if I come up with a nickname, it's easier for me.
Okay.
Because like at work, I don't call Eric.
you call him big guy.
I call him Big Guy, but I call him Big Guy for everything. So like even if I'm talking to patients, I'm like, oh, that's Big Guy over there. The patient don't fucking know that.
That.
And then like my friend Pitt, I've never called Pitt by his name. His whole like I've met him
As
in
long
high
as I've
school,
known y'all have never. I've
and
only
mind
ever
you,
heard that.
I'm the only one who calls him Pitt because I met him in high school and he screamed the Pitt fucking catchphrase from Smash Bros. Because he heard me and someone else talking about Smash Bros.
It was like, yeah.
No, he said I forget what Pitt says in that game in Smash Bros. Ultimate, but is yeah, but no Melee, whatever. Either way, he screamed some shit. I was like, oh Pitt, and then he responded. I'm like, oh, you're Pitt from now on. I've never once called him by his name ever. So it's like when I come up with it, that's for me.
Yeah,
And like I call Jonathan Joe Nathan.
Nathan.
I even at work.
I think that's normal.
I don't call him Jonathan. I say, "Oh, Joe Nathan will be helping you out today."
No, I think that's normal because like the people that, because like you know even when I was in high school, like people would call me PG like for Persia Gray, and then the people that called me Peach, like they said like Peach instead of PG, like Peach. They still call me that to this day. Like so. I think that's normal. Anyway, my fucking Christmas movies are Polar Express and
Oh my God,
Santa Claus 2. I like wholesome movies.
Polar Bear Express, the leader in fucking what's the Uncanny Valley look? Jesus,
I like
Christ.
how they.
I love dad looking humans.
I
with
like the
almost-
feel. I like the feel.
Oh, let me go. Let me
The
throw a
movie
second
has a
one in.
good feel.
It does have a good feel.
Yeah, because it's based off of an actual book with feel. Mine, Charlie Brown Christmas.
Christmas time.
My favorite is The Santa Claus. It's been my favorite since I was
Tim
like
Allen.
Tim Allen's the
four-
first one.
Yeah.
You went to jail on that one.
Was that?
Yes.
Oh, Ernest Saves Christmas. Oh, that one's a good
He
one.
did go to
too.
jail for a short period of time in that.
He did, yeah. He also went to jail in real life.
Oh, that
for
was
having a shit
that.
ton of
Damn,
cocaine.
that movie came out in '94.
Yeah, that was since I was like 3. That's been my favorite.
Was that the one when he was a little kid when he had the son too?
Mhm.
Oh damn, I was thinking of that one. Fuck.
No, yeah,
God
the second
damn.
one had fucking
Wasn't his son older in that one?
yeah.
Scotia.
You know, he had a TV series based off that too.
Damn, that's fucking wild.
Yeah, I'm good on that. I just like the first.
Yeah, I like the
Okay.
first movie.
Ernest
I like
Saves
it. It's very
Christmas.
wholesome, especially because like he was like a piece of shit dad, and then you know he
I
came around.
love the humor of it. I
Yeah.
loved it since I was a kid. Like
Disney used to pop off. I don't know.
it feels like it felt more like obviously the Santa Claus aspect of it, but it just felt more like real life
yeah,
to it
yeah.
than most Christmas.
It blended
When
it
was the
in.
last
That's
time
what
they
made it
made like a
wholesome.
live action movie? Like
They did
Recently.
a Santa
They
Claus
make live
3,
movies all the time.
I believe.
I did the Hocus Pocus sequel, but that wasn't that good.
Hocus pocus, jokers right. Come take a spin on a carny ride.
Yeah, no, let's end it now. It's a good idea. Let's end it now. It's a good idea. Let's end it now. See you, Space Cowboys, later.